Coming to you live from Mohawk Warriors Stadium for tonight's contest between the Mohawk Warriors and the Laurel Spartans. But before we get ready, it is senior night here at Mohawk, so we're going to turn it over for senior night festivities here in Bessemer.
Tonight we will be acknowledging all of our fall sport athletes as a community and recognizing the dedication each of these athletes and their families have to the Mohawk School District.
Here are our football seniors. Justin is the son of Lori and Kevin Boston. He has played football for 9 years and lettered the last 4. Justin also is on the basketball and track teams. After graduating from Mohawk, he plans to attend YSU and pursue a degree in electrical engineering. Justin Boston.
Brian Birchfield. Brian is the son of James and Tammy Birchfield. He has been playing football for 10 years. Brian has lettered the last 2 years. He also participates in track and field at Mohawk. When he graduates, he plans to attend a 4-year university to study sports management. Brian Birchfield.
Alex Chapman. Alex is the son of Kyle and Kim Chapman. Alex is a senior on the football team and is in the marching band. He has lettered 3 years in football and was a member of the marching band for 5 years. Alex is also involved in a host of other activities at the school, such as musicals, chamber choir, NHS, dance, mentor for the junior high elementary musicals, jazz band. After graduating, he plans to attend a 4-year university to study musical theater. Alex Chapman.
Jack Mays. Jack is the son of Ted and Mandy Mays. He has enjoyed being a part of the football team for several years. He currently works at FBC Chemical in Trotter Farms. Jack plans to attend a trade school after high school. Jack Mays.
Coffee dog. I just like saying coffee dog.
Scooter McPherson. Scooter is the son of Linda and Frank McPherson. He has enjoyed playing football for the past 9 years. This week he received the honor of being Lineman of the Week from the Newcastle News. Congratulations, Scooter.
Dante Retort. Dante is the son of Ed and Dion Retort. Dante has been playing football for 6 years, lettering the last 3 years. He is also a member of the varsity basketball and track team. Following graduation, Dante plans to attend a 4-year university to major in structural engineering, while playing football at the collegiate level. Dante Retort.
AJ Verdeye. AJ is the son of Eric and Rachel Verdeye. AJ has played football for 10 years, lettering the last 3 years. AJ is also a member of the varsity baseball team and participates in Conservation Club, NHS, and is a cheerleader. Following high school, AJ plans to attend college, continuing his baseball career and majoring in psychology. AJ Verdeye.
Leighton Wagner. Leighton is the son of Dennis and Andrea Wagner. Leighton has played football for 9 years while lettering the last 3 years on the varsity team. Outside of football, he is also a race car driver and is involved with his church and youth group. Leighton plans to attend college and major in a branch of engineering. Leighton Wagner.
For 5 years and lettered the past 2. He has played golf for 2 years and lettered both years. Josh plans to pursue his football career in college as well as study nursing.
J. Michael Rona. J. Michael is the son of Kevin and Debbie Rona. He has been a member of the varsity football team for 4 years, the varsity basketball team, and the varsity baseball team. Following high school, J. Michael plans to attend Youngstown State University and continue his baseball career. J. Michael Rona.
Now for the band color guard, Alexis Heath. Alexis is the daughter of Christopher and Annabelle Heath. Alexis has been a member of the color guard for 2 years. Following high school graduation, Alexis plans to attend a 4-year college majoring in business management. Alexis Heath.
Shelby Hartzell. Shelby is escorted by her mother, Rebecca Cartwright. Shelby has been in the band for 2 years. She is also a member of Arts Club, French Club, and the bocce team. After graduation, Shelby plans to attend college for writing and band and eventually study abroad. Shelby Hartzell.
Josh Deal. Josh is the son of Walter and Christina Deal. Josh has been in the band for 5 years. He is also a member of Boy Scouts, concert, and chamber choir and participates in the high school musicals. Josh looks forward to figuring out his future following his high school graduation. Josh Deal.
Brooke Doherty. Brooke is escorted by her mother, Amy Doherty, and godfather, Billy Rogers. Brooke has been a member of the Color Guard for 4 years. She is also a member of Bella Voce for 2 years and has participated in the school musicals for the past 8 years. Brooke is also a member of Peer Leaders. Brooke plans to attend a 4-year college to major in social work and minor in musical theater. Brooke Doherty.
Emma Gallagher. Emma is the daughter of David and Katie Gallagher. Emma has been a member of the Mohawk marching band for 4 years. She has also been in musicals for 8 years and sang in Bella Voce for 2. She is also a member of the New Beaver Borough Fire Department and is involved in her church. Emma plans to attend Shenandoah University for a 4-year program in stage management and minor in music education. Emma Gallagher.
Monica Gibson. Monica is the daughter of Jamie and Mike Gibson. She is a member of the Mohawk Warrior Marching Band and has been for 4 years, lettering each year. Monica is also a member of concert band, jazz band, French club, and forensics. Outside of school, she enjoys script writing, hiking, and designing clothing. She plans to attend the University of Pittsburgh and major in marketing and film studies. Monica Gibson.
Presley Hairhogger. Presley is the daughter of Gerald and Lisa Hairhogger. She is a member of the marching band and has been for 4 years, lettering each year. Presley is also a member of the concert band, French club, and participates in the musicals. Following graduation, Presley plans to attend Slippery Rock University and earn a bachelor's degree in safety management. Presley Hairhogger.
Tara Lenhart. Tara is the daughter of Brenda and Bruce Lenhart. Tara has been a member of the Color Guard for 1 year. She is also a member of National Honor Society and participates in the Era. Following high school, Tara plans to attend college and study optometry. Tara Lenhart.
Elizabeth Len. Elizabeth is the daughter of Amanda Len and Christopher Lees. She has been a member of the marching band for 2 years. She is also a member of the Arts Club. Following high school graduation, she plans to keep working. Elizabeth Len.
Caden Lovett. Caden is escorted by his father, Chad Lovett. Caden has been in the band for 2 years. Following high school graduation, Caden plans to attend Slippery Rock University to study law. Caden Lovett.
Elliot Maddox. Elliot is the child of Carrie Maddox. Elliot has been in the band for 2 years. Elliot is also a member of French Club, Art Club, Concert Band, and is a spotlight for the senior high musicals. Following graduation, Elliot plans to attend a 4-year college and earn a bachelor's degree in English. Elliot Maddox.
Maria Mead. Maria is the daughter of Tom and Kathy Mead. Maria has been a member of the marching band for the last 5 years. She is also a member of concert band and has been involved in the school musicals. Maria has also participated in dance for 10 years. Maria Mead.
Marcus Miller. Marcus is the son of Chris Miller. He is a soccer letter winner, cross country for 5 years, concert band for 9 years, marching band for 4 years, NHS for 2 years, and Boy Scouts for 11 years. He wants to attend YSU and get a degree in computer science. Marcus Miller.
Nolan Motter. Nolan is the son of Misty and Matthew Motter. Nolan has been in the marching band for 5 years where he has served as a drum major. Following graduation, Nolan plans to enter the workforce. Nolan Motter.
Hope Merberger. Hope is escorted by her mom, Desi Merberger. Hope has been a member of the marching band for 4 years. She also enjoys playing the piano and has done so for 10 years. Following high school graduation, she plans to attend college to major in music. Hope Merberger.
Sean Para. Sean is the son of Sean Para Sr. and Nicole Para. Sean has been a member of marching band for 4 years. He is also a member of French Club, Health Careers Club, NHS, Jazz Band, Boy Scouts, and is a peer leader. Following high school, Sean plans to attend a college for biochemistry. He has received YSU's Sokolov Honor College for the fall semester, and he has received the National Rural and Small Town Recognition Award for College Board. Sean Para.
Riley Perry. Riley is the daughter of Rodney and Robin Perry. She has been a member of the marching band for 5 years, 4 years playing the bass clarinet, and 1 year participating in color guard. Riley is also a member of Health Careers Club and is an active member within her church youth group, helping with Awana and within the nursery. She plans to attend a 4-year university and major in nursing, specializing in neonatal nursing. Riley Perry.
Grayson Pastor. Grayson is the daughter of Brian and Autumn Pastor. She has been a member of the color guard for 4 years and she is currently a captain. Grayson has been dancing at Jennifer Lee's Dance Gallery for 16 years and competing for 12. She is also involved in the high school musicals, serves as a junior high student choreographer, and is a member of Peer Leaders, Pep Band, and NHS. Grayson also plays the flute in concert band and is a part of the audition group Chamber Choir. Grayson was the second runner-up for Distinguished Young Woman of Lawrence County for 2024. After graduation, she plans to attend Penn State University and major in sports medicine. Grayson Pastor.
Andrew Patton. Andrew is the son of Lori and Eric Patton. He is a member of the marching band and has been for 4 years. He plans to attend college following high school graduation. Andrew Patton.
Daniel Ramage. Daniel is the son of Chris and Lindsay Ramage. He has participated in lettered and band for 1 year. He also participates in academic games, MIRC, TSA, designed to make a difference, and is a peer leader. Daniel plans to attend Grove City College following high school graduation. Daniel Ramage.
Cassidy Swanson. Cassidy is the daughter of Jessica and Jeff Swanson. She has been a member of the marching band for 5 years, and this year she is a clarinet section leader. She is also a member of French Club, where she also serves as secretary and a member of NHS. Cassidy plans to attend YSU and major in business. Cassidy Swanson.
Savannah Telshaw. Savannah is escorted by her mother, Heather Teisler. Savannah has been a member of the marching band for 4 years and is currently a drum captain. She is also a member of Bella Voce, chamber choir, concert band, and participates in school musicals. Following high school graduation, Savannah plans to attend a 4-year college, majoring in music education and minoring in psychology. Savannah Telshaw.
Wyatt Teisler. Wyatt is the son of Eric and Nicole Teisler. He has been a member of the marching band for 4 years. Wyatt is also a member of chamber choir forensics and participates in school musicals. After graduation, Wyatt is interested in obtaining a degree in mechanical engineering. Wyatt Teisler.
Aubrey Trask. Aubrey Trask is the daughter of Kristen and Ryan Trask. She has been a member of the marching band for 4 years. She is also a member of National Honor Society. Aubrey plans to attend Penn State and major in chemistry following high school graduation. Aubrey Trask.
Now our senior cheerleaders. Addison Anderson. Addison is being escorted by her parents, Ian and Andrea Anderson. She has been a cheerleader for 11 years, lettering the last 4 years, and has served as captain of varsity squad for 2 years. Addison is also a member of NHS. Addison Anderson.
Kaylin Petty. Kaylin is the daughter of Leanne and Dave Petty. She has been a cheerleader for 4 years and is also a captain this year. Kaylin is also a member of National Honor Society. She plans to attend Slippery Rock University as a part of their Physician's Assistant Accelerated 5-year program and major in psychology. Kaylin Petty.
Nico Cascavilla. Nico is the son of Fred and Kelly Cascavilla. Nico has been on the cross-country team for the past 6 years, lettering the last 3 years. Following high school graduation, Nico plans to attend college. Nico Cascavilla.
I forgot to say, now we're doing Wpial.
Lydia Fair. Lydia is the daughter of Bill and Stephanie Fair. She has been a member of the cross-country team for 5 years, lettering in 3 of them. Lydia was a captain of the bocce team and is also a long-distance runner on the track team. Lydia is an 8-year member of 4-H and a 6-year member of FFA and is currently vice president. She is also active in her youth group at church. Lydia is currently undecided at this time for her future plans, but she is looking into options in the agricultural field. Lydia Fair.
Natalie Lake. Natalie is the daughter of Kirk and Jen Lake. She has been a member of the cross-country team for 4 years, lettering each year. She is also a member of the STAT team, NHS, and is a cheerleader. Natalie enjoys spending time with her dogs. Following high school graduation, she plans to attend college for a degree in cybersecurity. Natalie Lake.
Evelyn and Lillian McLean. Evelyn is the daughter of Shell and Dan McLean. She has been a member of the cross-country team for 4 years, lettering all 4 years. She is also a member of NHS. Following high school graduation, Evelyn plans to attend a post-secondary school and earn a 4-year degree, majoring in political science and to pursue law school. Evelyn McLean. Lillian McLean. She has been a member of the cross-country team for 4 years, lettering each year. Lillian is also a member of the track and field team. Currently, she is working towards her private pilot license. Following high school, she plans to become an airline pilot. Lillian McLean.
Benno Tork. Benno is escorted by his host mother, Debbie Dancer. This is his first year running cross country and he is really enjoying it. He will return to Spain to graduate when his required courses are completed. We are excited to have Benno with us this year. Benno Tork.
Now for our senior golfers. Mason and Keegan Hopper. Mason and Keegan are the sons of Amy and David Hopper. Mason is a member of the golf team and he has lettered all 4 years he has played. He is also a member of NHS, basketball team, and the baseball team. Mason plans to join the union and operate heavy equipment. Mason Hopper. Keegan is a member of the golf team and has been for 4 years, lettering each year. He is also a member of the Conservation Club, Spanish Club, NHS, the basketball team, and the baseball team. Keegan plans to attend a 4-year college and join the AFROTC program.
Burke Miller. Burke is the son of Bob and Brooke Miller. He has been a member of the golf team for 4 years. Following high school graduation, he plans to attend a trade school. Burke Miller.
Noah Monster. Montsville. Noah is the son of Walter and Megan Montsville. He has been a member of the golf team for 1 year. Noah also plays hockey, where he has lettered 3 times. After graduation, Noah plans to attend a 4-year university to pursue a career in finance and play hockey. Noah Montsville.
Girls soccer, Savannah Yates. Savannah is the daughter of Michelle Romeo and Richard Romeo. Savannah has played soccer since she was 5 years old and is now a member of the girls varsity soccer team, where she has played and led for 4 years. She is also a member of Club Hope, Conservation Club, and Spanish Club. Savannah plans to attend a 4-year university with post-secondary education. Savannah Yates.
Now for boys soccer. Jack Andrews. Jack is the son of Sherry and Marty Andrews. He has played soccer for 4 years and lettered each year. He is also on the baseball team and is an active member of FFA. When Jack graduates, he wants to attend Penn State and major in agricultural business. Jack Andrews.
Michael Gleason. Michael is the son of Jennifer and Thomas Gleason. He has been playing soccer since he was 3 and has lettered the last 4 years. He would like to go to college for pre-athletic training and later go to graduate school for athletic training. Michael Gleason.
Yeah, Mom already has this plan. I got no say in it.
You never will.
Yeah.
Logan Gabriel. Logan is the son of Matthew and Kimberly Gabriel. Logan has been playing soccer for 13 years and has lettered each of the last 4 years on the varsity team. He has also served as a captain his junior and senior year. Logan is also a member of the track and field team and a member of NHS. Following graduation, Logan plans to attend a 4-year college to major in business. Logan Gabriel.
Ryan Palmer. Ryan is the son of Ryan and Jen Palmer. Ryan has been playing soccer for 13 years, lettering the last 3. Ryan is also a member of track and field and has participated in FFA for 4 years, where he also serves as the treasurer. Following graduation, Ryan plans to attend Penn State, Maine, and join the ROTC program while studying petroleum or civil engineering. Ryan Palmer.
Now for senior girls volleyball. Chloe Fadden. Chloe is the daughter of Rob and Anna Fadden. Chloe has been a member of the varsity volleyball team for 6 years and lettered 3 of those years. Chloe is also a member of NHS Conservation Club and is a peer leader. Chloe plans to attend college after high school. Chloe Fadden.
Dione Rivas. Dione is being escorted by her parents, John and Jerry Lundgren. Dione has been a member of the varsity volleyball team for the last 6 years, lettering 3 of them. She is also a member of the varsity basketball team, National Honor Society, Conservation Club, and is a peer leader. Dione plans to attend college following high school graduation. Dione Rivas.
Estelle Wynn. Estelle is the daughter of Tracy and Sherry Wynn. Estelle has played volleyball for 6 years and lettered the past 3 years. She is also very active in peer leadership, Conservation Club, and NHS. After graduation, Estelle wants to continue her volleyball career and attend a 4-year college. Estelle Wade. Please give another round of applause for all our outstanding fall senior athletes.
Up. Thanks.
You back?
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
About to bring gold back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
And how sweet it is! A state gold medal for the Union Scotties!
And the Neshannock Lancers are your 2A softball champions. The trophy lifted high.
The 10th seed Union Scotties are WPIAL champions.
Not a Cinderella story, a championship story here.
And your 2023 WPIL 2A Girls Champions, the Shenango Wildcats.
The pitch from Bruce, here it comes. Look at this! Union wins it! The Union Scotties have rallied to win the WPIAL championship.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived, at lcsportsnet.com.
7 seconds. Working down inside and alley-oop to Young. Good.
She'll strike it and score!
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Please join the Mohawk Warrior Marching Band in the playing of the national anthem, followed by the alma mater and the Mohawk Warrior fight song.
Live from Bessemer, it's high school football in the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Tonight is Laurel traveling to Mohawk to take on the Warriors. Tonight's broadcast on the lcsportsnet.com is brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, MVP Insurance, Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly and George, The Red Zone, Castle Asphalt, Washington Center Physical Therapy, Madura Bonner Law, Penn Ohio Bottled Water, Health and Motion Physical Therapy, Pontius Insurance, Joseph's Marketplace, Doran Concrete, Gem Builders Inc., Works in Progress, BMF Tax and Financial, City Rescue Mission, the Tri-County Principals Association, and the Laurel Teachers Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Hi everyone, I'm Tim Continental along with James Dawson and Spencer and Logan Work, handling our spotter and camera duties here tonight as we get it ready for week 2, round 3 of the high school football season here in Lawrence County. And a great matchup between two schools, both 1-1. Mohawk 1-1 and Laurel also 1-1. Of course, this is a non-sectional matchup as Mohawk in the MAC and Laurel's in the Big 7. As we get ready for tonight's ball game, Coach Tim McClintock in his 9th year at Mohawk with a 29-50 overall record, and Brian Cooper in his 10th season with the Laurel Spartans is 57-37. James?
How about this? It's game number 80 for Coach McCutcheon in his career. It's game number 50 all-time between the Spartans and the Warriors. So just kind of fun when you get to see how often these two county schools have gotten to play each other. Didn't get to check officially, but I believe this is the 5th oldest rivalry in terms of number of games played. We'll see the oldest one. We're going to see it's going to be game number 89 next week between the Scotties and the Wildcats of Shenango. That'll be a Thursday night game, but here we got a beautiful weather here on this Friday night, Tim, for two 1-1 teams that really they're looking in two different directions. You got this Mohawk team returning 8 starters on each side of the football. They have a quarterback in Michael Rona, who had an absolutely incredible week 0 and backed it up with another record-breaking performance in week 1. On the other side for Laurel, after a big week 0 victory, ended up on the wrong end of the mercy rule last week against another county foe in Neshannock. And they're a young team. They only returned 1 starter. So you know it was going to be some growing pains with the multitude of sophomores that are on the in the starting lineup for the Spartans. Right now, it's just one day at a time for Coach Cooper and his staff. Keep trying to get better and better each and every week and each and every day in practice. And that's all we keep hearing from them, Tim, is that they are getting better and better every day. And that's all you can ask for is getting more experience here from one day to the next. That's all you can ask for at all with it.
This is the Washington Center Physical Therapy pregame show. When your doctor orders physical therapy, let you know to have a choice of where you go. Choose Washington Center Physical Therapy, centrally located in downtown Newcastle. Let's take our first time out. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale-Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
This is the Washington Center Physical Therapy pregame show. Let Norm Gabriel and staff at Washington Center Physical Therapy get you back on your feet. Visit them at WashingtonCentrEPT.com to schedule your appointment today. As we looked at these 2 schools coming in tonight, first Mohawk in the MAC conference. Well, here's the good news here is there's no one is undefeated. We have 4 or 5 teams.
How crazy is that?
At 1-1, and a couple teams still, or 3 teams still looking for their first victory. But you look at the Big 7, you have Southside and Union off to 2-0 starts, while Laurel and Rochester and Northgate and Shenango are all 1-1. With Summit Academy still winless through 2 games.
And this is the last tune-up for Mohawk before they start at Riverside next week in terms of their conference play. Laurel has one more non-section tilt against Berlin Brothers Valley next week before they start Big 7 conference play against Union at home. And that's going to be a tough one to start the year against the current number 1 ranked team in all of the Wpial, according to our friends at the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Tim, as we're getting close to kickoff with our abbreviated pregame show, we wanted to make sure we had all the senior night festivities. Let's get right into it, taking a look at today's keys to the game, brought to you by Works in Progress Paint Services. Call Joe Wright, 724-714-4294 to discuss your next painting or window cleaning project. And, of course, we're going to have the adjusted keys to the game because we still have our volleyball keys ended up there from the Laurel volleyball match that we got to see on Tuesday night. But let's just talk real quick.
I think one of the keys tonight will be how can Laurel handle the air raid offense of Jay Rona and the Warriors.
Well, I mean, that's
going to be really the key of the game.
5 passing touchdowns in week 0 and in week 1. In week 0, all 5 of those touchdown drives, Tim, were under 1 minute in length. So I'm going to say another key for Laurel is to sustain drives of their own as well to try to keep that offense off the field as much as possible. For Mohawk, it's get the balance. You showed good running game last week, but also can your defense get the job done, and they'll be on defense first.
Big deep kick here that will sail into the end zone for a touchback. And Laurel will start on offense from their own 20-yard line.
When you have Josh Wilkins, the nephew of Jeff Wilkins, it's no surprise, is it?
No, I was going to say, to see him put a little foot into it is not a shock.
So we'll take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by Door and Concrete. After this first down play, Tim will get you the Laurel offense as they come out.
Well, we know Lucas Santini will be at quarterback. Ben Hennon will be the feature running back with Jack Miles as the H-back. We'll see J.J. McBride, Keegan O'Brien, Mac Shivitz, Jaden Olorio, Kevin Maloney, and Casey Wilson on the offensive line. Here's the first snap, and they're going to get it wide, get it to Hennon, and he's going to turn the corner and pick up about 6 as Blake Logan was on the stop there for the Warriors.
Well, what I like about that, notice it wasn't Hennon in the backfield. He was coming from the slot, a bit of a different look early to see how you react, and you get a 7-yard pickup. Ben Hennon's one of the 3 seniors on this team. Ben Hennon, Keegan O'Brien on the offensive line, and Braden Smith, a wide receiver. You know, you're a very young team. You're going to trust in your leaders, and I like getting the ball into your leaders' hands any way you can.
Yeah, I think at more positions that he lines up in, it's going to give the defense more things to look for. And Santini looks over the defense. He'll take the snap, he'll hand it off, and he'll go with Hannon up the middle. He's going to power his way for about another yard as Justin Boston was on the stop there for the Warriors.
Credit Jack Mays on the D-line for really blowing up the play in the middle. He's joined on that defensive starting line. Brian Birchfield, Alex Chapman, Scooter McPherson. A.J. Verdi, we'll talk about him as a record holder. He's out there with Sam List, Joey Nail, Jackson Chapman. In the secondary, Bobby Fadden, Dante Retort, Justin Boston, and Blake Logan facing a 3rd and 2.
Santini looks over the defense. They'll send one in motion, and they'll hand it off wide. He'll turn it upfield, and he's going to cross the 30, enough for the first run. As Scooter McPherson was on the stop.
What I like about that carry from Jackson Sodders, he saw the hole, he knew he only needed 2 yards, Tim, and he leaned forward, just had to touch the 30 and was able to get across for a big first down early.
Very important here for the Spartans to be able to control the game and with their running game.
Well, they've only thrown the ball 18 times total on the season, but only completed 3 of them.
Hannon gets the handoff. He'll go straight up. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. He'll bring up 2nd down and 10. A.J. Verdi on the stop there for the Warriors.
And again, your starting lineups tonight were brought to you by Door and Concrete, laying the foundation for your team, the foundation of both these teams, especially the Spartans, the run game. Don't just let anybody lay down the foundation for your home or business, though. Visit doorandconcrete.com for your free estimate today.
So 3 receivers set. And check that. It's going to be 4 receivers set. And in the pistol is Santini. He'll bring one in motion. He'll look right side. He's under pressure. He's going to duck under, but caught as he bringing it up was Alex Chapman making the play.
And unfortunately, we have a player down.
Player down, yeah, for the Spartans.
Oh, no, and it's Max Shevitz.
It's Shevitz. Oh, my goodness, yeah, number 77.
We didn't get a chance to talk about it yet. Max Shevitz is our newbie player of the game because he tore his ACL, Tim, his left ACL for the first time. He had torn his right ACL in 8th grade. Played on it through his 9th grade season, still torn because he was unable to, while he was still growing, they didn't want to do any sort of operation on it. He then misses most of his sophomore year. Beginning of his junior year, tears his other ACL during the scrimmage, but comes back, doesn't miss a game. He's got a brace on. He's able to go and work through it. He's just a warrior. He's built differently. And unfortunately, you saw him grabbing at that left leg that has the brace on it and through the helmet. Good to see this, though. He is up and he is walking off.
He's one tough.
There was no way he wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's been through a lot, and I won't be shocked if he's back on in a play or two.
Well, the reason why he was able to get back on the field so quickly, the doctor said, okay, well, you're going to do physical therapy, and then it'll be some time, and then we'll get you for a couple of weeks, and we'll do the surgery. He said, well, last time you said I could play right away. What gives?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? They said, okay, give it a couple of weeks. We'll see. It took him 6 days, and he was back. Well, we hope we do see him back on there. Give a big shout-out to our friends at Health in Motion. That's our newbie of the game right away, looking at the next generation of physical therapy with health and motion. They're the only PT clinic to use newbie stimulator technology to get you better, faster.
Santini in the pistol on 3rd down and long. They're going to pitch it out wide. Low pitch there for Hannon. He's going to reach down and pick it back up, but he'll be stopped in the backfield. Justin Boston all over that play for Mohawk.
Justin Boston and about 5 other black shirts there, Tim, that were all converging in a hurry. And, yeah, the low pitch just throws off the timing of that entire play. And unfortunately for Laurel, moving backwards, and that'll be 4th down and long. It looks like it'll be Retort and Fadden deep to receive Santini's punt.
We'll see how this long snap goes here for the Spartans. Gets it out, and he'll get the kick away. It's a line drive kick. It's going to cross midfield, bounce at the 45, field it at the 38. As they bring the ball up with Fadden, and Fadden's going to cross the 50-yard line as McBride makes the stop there for the Spartans, but he's going to have great field position. Actually, they're going to mark him down at the 49-yard line of Mohawk.
So let's look at the starting lineups for the Mohawk Warriors. Jay Rona, 10 touchdown passes already. Justin Boston, same list, will be in the backfield with them. Dante Retort, Blake Logan, and the aforementioned Bobby Fadden are the wide receivers. You'll see Leighton Wagner as a tight end, Dan Monaco, Alex Chapman, Jack Mays, Scooter McPherson, and Brian Birchfield on the offensive line for Coach McCutcheon's Warriors.
All right, the air raid offense in position, 4 receivers in pattern. Ronan will take the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking down the middle. He has a man wide open. He'll fire it, complete it, as they take it all the way down to the 10-yard line goes Joe Nail. And the one Jackson Saunders was on the stop.
Yeah, the one wide receiver we didn't mention, Joey Nail, and he's a sophomore who this coaching staff has been raving about because of his hands. He had 3 interceptions against Union. Only one actually stood because the other 2 were called back for penalties. But he has such great hands, and he showed them off right there on that 40-yard pickup.
So the ball at the 10, or just outside the 10. They're going to mark him down at the 12. So
how about the touch on that pass there, too, Tim? Beautiful, just lobbing it up over the top.
Rona takes the snap. He'll hand it off. They'll take it up the middle. And he'll get across the 10 down to that was Boston on the run. Or is it Miles? Excuse me.
Yeah, Miles on the tackle, yeah. Miles joined in at the linebacker spot by Ben Hennon, J.J. McBride, Braden Smith. You'll see Jackson Saunders, Nathan Hill, and Lucas Santini in the secondary. And on the defensive line, Keegan O'Brien, Alex Medved, Casey Wilson, and Kevin Mahoney. It's like they gave a gain of 3.
2nd down and 7 here for Mohawk.
And again, showing that balance because we know they can throw the ball. They've done it extremely well so far. Can they continue to pound and get yards on the ground? They'll try again here.
They'll hand it off again. It is again Boston, and he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1, as Wilson was on the stop there for the Spartans.
Yeah, big number 71. Eating up room in the middle. Keegan O'Brien, the other defensive tackle, also in there amongst the white jerseys. And clock just kind of spazzed out on us. And it went from 7 minutes to 1 minute, and now we are stopped at 6:34. So we're going to have a lot of fun here keeping track of the clock here.
Low snap, but handled, throw across, and on the cutter, going to be incomplete. Braden Smith on the defensive coverage there for Laurel.
Yeah, it was intended for Fadden, and it was just a bit too high and hot to handle for the younger cousin of Jay Rona, is Bobby Fadden. He's got 5 of the 10 touchdown catches on the year from Mohawk, and here's where having a weapon like Wilkins is so big. You're inside the 10. A lot of teams are forced to go for it if you don't have a kicking game, but instead you have Fadden holding for a Josh Wilkins, his first field goal attempt of the season.
Here's the snap. It's a good snap to get the kick off, and it is through the uprights.
No,
they're going to say.
They said no good. Why? I thought it was inside as well.
Yeah, from our angle it did, but they're going to say no good off to the right. So Laurel will take over at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think the entire Mohawk bench is kind of
even the officials kind of conferred and like, okay, I guess he did miss it.
So no harm on that one, and Laurel's defense able to stand, and that was kind of one of our keys. Can you stop? Maybe a bend, don't break type of scenario here going on. Yeah, something's going on at the scoreboard that it keeps flickering.
Yeah, they're having some issues there. It's 6:16 showing on the time clock.
And then all of a sudden it was down to 1 minute, and apparently Mohawk having a 1-0 lead, so I think it may have switched into soccer mode for a minute, potentially.
Lucas Santini will take the snap with 4 receivers in pattern. They'll hand it off to Hannon, and Hannon will head to the edge and pick up about 2 on the play.
So 7 plays, 7 rushing attempts. Ben Hannon, 5 of those carries, but after that long loss on the first possession, 5 carries for 4 yards. I mean, he had a huge first week of the year, Tim, 251 yards rushing in that game, but so far he's been bottled up pretty nicely tonight. That first play where they put him somewhere else, maybe get a little bit more of that, a little variation, and as soon as I said, oh, that's 22, Shearer, in the slot. It is a pistol set with Hennon in the backfield.
Hennon will move to the right of Santini, and Santini will keep. He has a little room, but they're going to get Boston's going to come right in, make the play.
Yeah, it was actually Jackson Saunders.
Yeah, it is.
Little wildcat look. They do have a pair of quarterbacks. Santini is the more true starter, but Saunders gives a little bit more of the running capability, but that one just blown up on the right side of the offensive line for no gain.
So 3rd down and long coming up here for the Spartans.
5:10 remaining in this opening quarter.
3 receiver pattern. Santini in the pistol. He goes back. He's going to roll out. He'll fire downfield, and he's going to complete it out to Smith, out to midfield. A beautiful play there.
What a pass there. That was actually Jackson Saunders again at the quarterback position. Yeah. So the normal running quarterback of the two, prototypically at least, gives a little bit of a fake. Maybe the defense caught looking into the backfield, and instead Braden Smith makes his 2nd catch of the year, a 29-yard pickup.
Yeah, Saunders, number 12, was actually at quarterback there.
Laurel's got to convert on these 3rd downs. They're 2 for 3 so far.
For this series, going to run the offense here for the Spartans. And he'll keep it. He'll go up the middle, and he's going to get close to the 46-yard line as Rosette makes the stop.
But that's a true zone read right there, Tim. He puts the ball right into the belly of Shearer, and he's waiting and watching the edges. He sees that there's a hole at the middle, so he pulls it and takes it himself for the 4-yard pickup. And now Laurel goes into their hurry up. If they catch him off guard, they'll snap it right away, but usually they'll go get the call from the sideline. And which one of those 5 coaches is giving the correct signal? Well, that's for you to find out.
Roll the dice. Here's the snap, and it's again a quarterback keeper. And he'll keep it up. Saunders will get down close to the sticks. A.J. Verdi on the stop there for Mohawk.
We talked about all the records that were set by Jay Rona as the quarterback. How about Verdi, who put up 25 tackles in week 0? You heard that right, 25 tackles. And
we have a whistle and a flag, and I don't think we have offsides. Okay. I wasn't sure if we had enough people set at one time or not, but I'm going to say Mohawk lined up offsides. There'll be a 1st down courtesy of the penalty.
So while they mark it off, apologies, did not get the officials' names here tonight, but that is a 1st down courtesy of the penalty. Remember, you're going to get weekly previews for each of the big, or every game in the county, each and every week on the Lawrence County SportsNet's Preview Show podcast. It's delivered by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Give them a call for delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler systems, or remember, you can get bottles of water delivered straight to your home or work.
3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right with a wing on the right-hand side here. Saunders at quarterback. They'll run the wing sweep, and they'll get it out to about the 35-yard line. Running the ball was Jack Miles.
Yeah, Jack Miles getting his first carry of the year, a promising sophomore H-back. And I'll tell you what, when we got a chance to go up to camp, Tim, I was talking to his grandfather, George Miles, one of the assistant coaches. I said, who's that big number 10 out there? He's huge. He said, yeah, that's my grandson. He grew about 4 or 5 inches in the last year. Didn't even recognize him out there. He's going to be a big part of this team. Again, a huge sophomore class. Yeah. And there's like 6 or 7 who are starting on each side of the ball as sophomores. Imagine what it'll be down the road.
Great building blocks here for the Spartans. They're going to run it with the quarterback again. Saunders is going to cross the 35 down to 34. as Chapman was there for the Warriors.
We're down to 2:35 remaining, and I'm going to yell at the time anytime I see it actually correct up there on the scoreboard, Tim. But what part of this, too, with Saunders in there is that you're able to use almost like it is a true Wildcat. You can use Hennon as a lead blocker sometimes or pitch it like you do here.
Yep, Hennon with the ball, cuts back inside. Got to fight for yardage to get close to the 31-yard line. Host of Warriors there, led there by Jackson Chapman again.
So did not convert on that third down, but it makes it fourth and very manageable. Call it 4th down and 3. And by the way, Max Shevitz has been out there this entire series, Tim. So he wasn't out there for long.
Yeah.
Look at the tight splits here. Might see something powerful up the middle again.
There it is, Hannon. He's going to have room. He's going to get the first down, and he's brought down at the 25-yard line. Nice run there. Again. Boston on the stop there for the Warriors.
That's a great run, but what's key about that one, Tim, is the fact that that quick jump step right as Hennon received the handoff, that was what was key to that, because up the middle it was blown up, but he took that little side stutter step, and he gets enough to get down to the 26 and move the chains. This is the 10th play of the drive.
Yeah.
We're already down to 1:20 remaining.
Saunders will send one in motion. He'll hand it off to the motion, and he'll get out to the 24-yard line on that play.
First official carry for Tyler Shearer. And, this offense feels like a 3 yards in a cloud of dust. It's been, 2 yards for a whole bunch of them. I got Shearer for a 2-yard, Miles for a 3-yard, Saunders with a 2, 3, and a 4-yarder on this series. Now under a minute to play in the opening quarter. This is what you're looking for Laurel. Eat up time and try to shorten this game. Don't give Jay Rona and company a chance to be on the field nearly as much, and give your defense time to rest against those talented receivers.
Again, this will be Saunders on a keeper. Has room up the gut, and he's going to get across the 20-yard line down close to the 18. Justin Boston again there for the Warriors. But a methodical drive here by the Spartans.
Yeah, what a clear-out block as they do enter the red zone. Just a big Mack truck there right through the middle. Speaking of the red zone, make sure you stop by the red zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all of your county sporting apparel needs. And special shout-out to them as we have our shirts, the MVP of the game from MVP Insurance and our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game shirts coming up at the end of this one. And I think that's going to be the end of the quarter.
I was going to say, it looks like they're going to run out the clock. So we have played one here in Bessemer as Mohawk and the Spartans from Laurel are scoreless.
For 20 years, Maley Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Maley Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
We enter the second quarter in the battle of 1-1 schools here today as we are scoreless entering the second quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. Laurel on the drive. Facing a third down and let's call it a 3.
Yeah, short 3, long 2. By the way, coming up at the half, we will have our LGKG halftime show. Let the law firm of AB-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process.
Saunders will send one in motion. He'll hand it off. That's Hennon. Hennon has room as he gets down inside the 10-yard line. Nice play. Joe Nail on the stop there for the Mohawk Warriors.
But that's all due to the right guard, Kevin Mahoney, just plowing the way forward. What I also like, look at this. Mahoney has moved back to left guard. They kind of are shifting it around of where everybody is in terms of who is on what part of the offensive line. And now this is going to be the 13th play of the drive, Tim. Impressive stuff here. We've already had, 6+ minutes taken off the clock on this drive as well.
So here we go. Saunders will send one in motion. Hand off to Hennon. Hennon is going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Making that is Alex Chapman again, making the stop there. What a nice play defensively there for the Warriors.
Well, Chapman, the senior nose tackle, would not be denied on that one, to say the very least, Tim. That was just impressive, and stuck the landing for no gain. Impressive drive here, though, for the Spartans. Starting at their own 20. 14 plays later now.
From the 10. Saunders takes the snap. He'll keep. He'll go up the middle. Cuts back to his right and gets down to the 5-yard line. Nice run again. We're seeing Jackson Saunders really have a nice methodical drive here. What were we at? 14th play of this?
That was number 14.
That was number 14, yeah.
Yeah, Joey Nail ends up falling backwards as he's the one who makes the tackle. Now look at this. Tight sets, but a pitch.
It's Hannon. Hannon's going to get inside the 5. He's going to gain about 2 on the play. And it'll bring up a 4th down and goal coming up here for the Spartans.
So 16th play of the drive. They'll mark it, yes, at the 3-yard line, Tim. And what do you call? I mean, you've basically thrown everything in the kitchen sink at them. Guess what? This 16-play drive coming up, they've all been on the ground. Not a single pass attempt. Do you dare put it in the air on 4th and goal?
I think you're going to keep it on the ground, keep it in Saunders' hand, and let him make a decision if he wants to hand it off or keep it himself.
I like the zone read idea, too.
Here we go. Handoff goes to Hannon. He's going to bowl his way through into the end zone for a touchdown. Ben Hannon gets into the end zone for the Spartans.
Unbelievable drive there, Tim. Unbelievable. 2 for 2 on 4th down in the process. A 16-play, 80-yard scoring drive. And the Spartans are on the board first. How about that?
And they'll go for 2. Saunders. I'll look over to the bench for the single. $9:51 remaining here in the second quarter. Saunders going to roll out to his left, and he's going to be brought down at the 5-yard line, so the 2-point conversion is no good. It was Justin Boston on the stop. So with 9:51 to play here in the second quarter, 6-0 Laurel leads. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Here's your drive summary, Tim, real quick. 16 plays, 80 yards, 8:25 off the clock, and the 4th down touchdown run from 3 yards for Ben Hennon makes it 6-0.
Short kick fielded at the 25. They'll bring it out close to the 35-yard line. Jack Miles on the play there for the stop. That drive summary brought to you by Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite family-owned and hometown grocery store. .com.
Laurel has run 22 plays, Tim. As for Mohawk, they've run 5, and one of them was a field goal attempt. I mean, that's the recipe. That's the way that you beat Mohawk, is you control the clock.
Warner looks over the defense. He has 3 receivers out to his right. They'll hand it off, and they'll go straight forward.
How about the second and third effort, though,
that
from Boston?
That was Sam List, I believe, on the carry.
Oh, is it List? Yeah,
26.
26, Sam List getting his first carry. Fighting through, I mean, you had Ben Hennon actually there from his linebacker spot, fighting through and ended up holding on for dear life. But how about the fact that List just breaks out of that, keeps the legs churning, and gains a couple of yards where it looked like there was nothing?
So Rona will send one receiver left and right, a wing on the right-hand side. Takes the snap. He's looking right, now looking left, throws. It's flagged down. He completes the pass, and they're going to run it down the sideline. Get out of it.
Tells me this is probably coming back, but a great play by Retort. First, a great play by Rona, looking off his first and second options, finds Retort, and he somehow tiptoes the sideline, too, to stay in bounds, but it will be a holding call, second penalty against the Mohawk Warriors.
And this will be marked off from the line of scrimmage, 10 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and 18, which is, usually a death sentence for most teams, but not when you have somebody of the caliber of the way Jay Rona throws the football.
I was just going to say, in this air raid type offense, it's kind of where they want to be.
Right.
In some ways. For they want to have the wide open, deep pass opportunities.
Now, you don't need to get it all back right here, but if you can try to get maybe half of it, make this back to a 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. This is a backwards pass.
They're going to throw it down the sideline. He's going to come through. Another flag comes down. We're going to have a run going deep here as Fadden makes the play all the way down to the 30-yard line. Saunders was on a stop, but I think this is going to come back with an illegal block.
Yeah, 40 yards on the play, but I think you're right. This will come back, a block down the field. Not from the side, but from the back. So actually it would have been a 40-yard run because that was a backwards pass. It actually will go down as a run for about 10 yards and then the flag down the field. That is a spot foul because it was a downfield penalty.
Right. And it's right around the 37-yard line, looks like. So they'll mark it off from there.
Calling holding again, it looks like. And it'll go
right back to the regular line of scrimmage. So 2nd down and 18 one more time. Ball on the 27-yard line.
By the way, 6-0 in our other game going on in the network. Riverside leading Shenango in that one over at Glenn Pop Johnston Stadium.
4 receivers set here for Mohawk. Rona looks over to defense. He's back to pass. He's going to be flushed out. He'll throw on the move, and his receiver, Boston, takes a spill in the middle of, loses his footing, and it falls incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like
bring up 3rd down and long.
Sorry, Tim. Looked like it may have gotten just the feet kind of tangled up as he was trying to separate from Ben Hennon over the middle of the field. But the pressure coming in is what forced that play to go haywire from the very get-go. Rona didn't have the time to set up, and now instead of your 1st down or 3rd and very manageable, now you're talking 3rd down and 18 coming up here for the Warriors with 8:17 remaining in the first half.
3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right as they move right to left on your screens. Back to pass is Rona. He's looking downfield. He has time. He's going to whip it out. He has a man wide open. Caught at the 45, going out of bounds was Bobby Fadden. What a nice play. Braden Smith defensively there for the Spartans, but wow, did he read that one perfectly and deliver that one.
Tim, I don't know how he does it with such ease, but flicks it 30 yards down the field on a dime, and I'm going to check out the replay because I believe that was Fadden coming from the slot on the wheel route, and it was just left wide open. It's exactly what it was. He out and up.
So 1st and 10 here for Mohawk. List with the ball. List goes up the middle, has room, crosses the 40 down to the 38-yard line.
Wilson was hanging on for dear life, but List again keeping the legs running and gets a gain of about 4 on 1st down. But now it looks like
we do have an injured Warrior down. I did not catch who that is.
That is the running back, Sam List.
Ooh.
Yeah, he and Justin Boston have been a nice two-headed monster, the junior back. Picked up 4 yards on that play, but now he's going to be tended to on the field.
All right, let's take a timeout. With a 6-0 lead here for Laurel, you're watching LCSportsNet.com, powered by LCAP.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
7:31 on a moving clock left here in the first half.
Sam List was able to get to the sideline with some help, but not a lot of weight being put on that left leg.
Runner looks over to defense again. Back to pass. He's going to fire, has a man, and throws it a little too tall for his intended receiver in Bobby Fadden.
And that's one of the few times I think that you can say, Tim, that wasn't the right read from Jay Rona, that he was kind of staring down his cousin Bobby Fadden that entire way, almost kind of forced that one. But the good thing about that pass, he put it in a place where only his receiver could get it. There was no chance it would be picked off. And now, you have a kicker who could easily make it from this distance, and that's incredible to say. He can hit a 55-yarder in high school. But you're playing this as 4-down territory. It's 3rd down and 6.
It really is. You get that no man's land once you get inside the 40-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I'm watching a hard count here too.
Yeah. We'll see what they come up with. One receiver left and right. They'll bring Fadden in motion. Handoff goes to Boston, and he's not going to get much more than back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
Maybe lost about a yard. Nathan Hill there for the Spartans.
That's not what you're looking. You're running that safe call on 3rd down, knowing you're going for it on 4th down. You're trying to hope that it's a 4th and 3, 4th and 4 scenario. And they used the same motion that they did on the backwards pass earlier in this drive, but the Laurel interior line not fooled, and they do make it a 1-yard loss. So 4th and 7 as we approach the midway point of the second quarter.
3 receiver set with a wing on the left-hand side. Rona takes the snap. He's back to pass. He's looking. He's under press, and he's going to go down at the 49-yard line. Making that play, number 2, Braden Smith and Ben Hennon.
Yeah, Ben Hennon coming right off the edge. Laurel sent more than they could cover, or more than they could block on that play, Tim, and that's an effective way. If you're not sure that you can cover everybody down the field when you have so many weapons like Mohawk does, it's a very understandable theory. Send the house, make the quarterback make the decision quickly, and he wasn't able to in time. Big play, and Laurel with great field position now.
First down and 10 for Laurel after that turnover. And that turnover brought to you by Moderna Bronner Law.
And this got to look a lot better than starting at the 20 like they did the first 2 drives.
Handoff goes to Hannon. Logan on the stop.
Yeah, big time.
Big Ben Hennon making him play there.
Yeah, well, Hennon with the stiff arm, but Logan not going anywhere. Yeah. Holding on, making the tackle for no gain.
So the ball at the 49-yard line, 2nd down and 10. Just over 6 minutes left here in the first half. Laurel leads 6-0. Bunch receiver off the left-hand side of the line. Santini going to roll. He's going to fire, and it's going to fall incomplete across as his intended receiver was Smith.
How about the arm angle? Looking a little like Pat Mahomes there, the way Santini dropped down sidearm to make that throw.
So 3rd down and long coming up. Yeah, kind of improvising as he moved. Threw across his body, too, doing that.
By the way, I did misspeak. 16 plays on the last scoring drive for Laurel. There was the one pass down the field from Jackson Saunders to Braden Smith.
That's true.
That's the second pass play of the game for the Spartans offense.
Back. Santini rolls to his right. He fires, has a man open. He completes it as he gets it out to Miles. And he'll get the first down going all the way down to the 32-yard line. It was Retort defensively pushing him out of bounds.
Yeah, Retort just a step behind. That needed to be a perfect pass, and it was from Santini. How about that for another 3rd down conversion? Spartans are 4 of 7 on 3rd down. That one there, Tim, going for a 16-yard pickup.
So Santini in the pistol this time. Hannon will get the handoff. He'll go up the middle, move the pile as he crosses the 30 down close to the 27-yard line.
Now these young Spartans offensive linemen, there's nothing small about them, though, except the number that's listed under the grade column. That's about it, because these offensive linemen are just moving the pile. And when you look at O'Brien, 200, Shevitz, 270, Iorio, 250, Mahoney, 270, Wilson, 265, they are laying down the lumber.
So Santini again in the pistol. Hannon in the backfield to his right. Hannon gets the handoff. He goes left side. And he's going to meet some resistance there as he only gets about a yard on the carry as Joe Nail was leading the defense there for Mohawk.
Can we go get the wireless mic and put it on the official or the head linesman in there, because you can hear the helmets pop all the way up here. And Hennon, that was his 13th carry, and he's just like a bowling ball bouncing off all these tacklers.
So a 4-receiver set showing here for the Spartans. Down to 4 minutes, 30 seconds on the moving clock. Fast-moving game here as we're seeing Laurel keeping the ball primarily on the ground. They give it to Hannon, and he'll be, Shear on the carry. Retort on the stop.
Yeah, Shear, I think, had a chance. If he had cut it up just a split second earlier, there was a hole, but he hesitated just long enough that the safety defensive back was able to come up and make the hit. But again, this is a manageable 4th down. They've already converted on 2 of them in this game. It's a 4th down and 2.
See what the Spartans choose to do here on this 4th down. Hannon's in the backfield. Hannon will now line up on the wing.
How about this? No one in the backfield with Santini.
They'll bring him in motion. They'll hand it off. He'll go and get caught from behind. Boston on the play. Wow. Defensively, you got to give it up for Boston making the big play there for Mohawk, causing the change in possession.
Yeah, again, Medora Bonner Law. Not a turnover, but it is a change in possession, courtesy of MedoraBonnerLaw.com. And talk about Boston. He was shipping up to Boston the way he came flying through that line. But that's the thing when you're going to go empty set like that. If it was Sodders at the quarterback position, maybe a more threat of the run, maybe the Mohawk defense has to be a little more hesitant. But instead, Tim, they had Boston flying right through and made a good tackle, a good wrap-up of the legs, made sure Hennon would not get away.
So 1st down and 10 here for this air raid offense. They've moved the ball, but they have not been successful once they get across the 50. They'll hand it off, and they'll move it upfield, move it back outside. Nice run here by Boston. Makes another nice nifty move and gets out across the 40-yard line.
Well, it's just going to look like an 11, 12-yard gain in the book there, Tim, but that's easily one of the more electric plays that you've seen from the Mohawk running game all year long. And I'll tell you what, just the high step and the kick and the side step to the left and the right, that's got to be an early nomination for your play of the game.
And just being a little elusive on that play.
Only the 3rd first down of the game, by the way, for Mohawk after that 12-yard pickup.
2 receivers out to the left, wing to the right. Shea Runner looks over to defense. He'll bring one in motion. They'll hand it off. That is Boston again. He'll move across the 50, keeps his feet going, twists and turns all the way down to the 33-yard line. Jack Miles defensively there for Laurel. But what a big run again here by Boston. Justin Boston showing his moves in the open field.
So the last 3 plays are all nominees for Mailey Chiropractic play of the game, Tim. And they're all by Justin Boston. He makes the 4th down stop. I thought the first run was impressive. How about this one? Lowers the boom as he's running down the sideline. He showed the burst of speed first to get through the line, but then against the defensive back, said, get out of my way.
In the pistol is Runner. Nail goes in motion. He'll go back to pass. He has a man open. He's going to pass him up. He's going to roll out to his right. He's under duress. He's looking for some help. He'll throw the ball away and bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, smart play. Extended the play as long as he could. And, yeah, it looked like there was a receiver that was coming open, but one of the defensive backs, it was J.J. McBride there, Tim. He noticed it, too, streaking across the middle, and he broke off of his normal assignment to go and follow that receiver. If he had made that throw, McBride would have stepped right in front of it. Yeah, so it looked like he was open, but it was not for very long.
2nd down and 10. Ball at the 33.
2:17 remaining now in the first half.
Hand off to Boston, and he's going to be caught right at the line of scrimmage. He may have lost a couple on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10, it looks like.
And right on cue, McBride again. Low man wins, and McBride only listed at 150 pounds, Boston 170. Giving up 20, 30 pounds there, Tim, but the low man will always win, and he got him, hit him at the legs, wrapped him up for that no gain. And again, you're kind of in no man's land here. You don't need to get all 10 on this third down. If you get 7 or 8, you can make it a very manageable third down with 2 receivers each way now.
Rhoda on third down and long. He's back to pass. He's looking long. He's going to fire deep, I believe. It's going to be picked off at the goal line. And he's going to be wrapped up at the 1 yard line. Santini on the interception, I'm not sure.
Yes,
it was
Lucas Santini.
Lucas Santini. I thought it was 4. It was tough to see from my angle. But a big turnover there, and our first official turnover of the game, and that is a McDermott Ball Law turnover. Make sure you protect your possessions at McDermottBonnerLaw.com, your community law firm with personal connection and individualized service.
Well, Mohawk is now 0 for 3 on third downs. But now Laurel, though, because that interception took place outside of the end zone, forward progress stopped immediately. They're in the shadow of their own goalpost. Both teams have all 3 Ponchos insurance timeouts. As soon as I say that, it looks like Laurel's going to take their first one.
And with that, we'll take a timeout. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Remember, coming up at the half, we'll have our LGKG halftime show. Your insurance company is not always on your side, but the law offices of Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George are. You can visit them online at lgkg.com for your free consultation. And we'll have both the Warrior and Spartan marching band performances in their entirety, and we'll try to get you some score updates from around the county and around the WPIAL during that halftime break. And it has been a quick-moving first half, no question about it.
Well, with Laurel's ground game really dominating here in this first half. Only a 6-0 lead, though, and they're in the shadows of their own end zone. And we're going to have movement.
Yeah, someone on Laurel move first.
So they're going to have to back it up a half a yard. And be a little closer to that goal line.
Now everybody's looking at each other like,
wasn't me, was it?
Who moved? Oh, they're saying that Mohawk entered its own first. And
well, we jumped the gun, didn't we?
Well, Laurel can't even believe it. They're celebrating almost in shock.
Yeah.
Because I definitely saw movement on the white jerseys.
I did too on the left-hand side.
But apparently a Mohawk jersey crossed first.
Well, 1st and 5.
4th penalty against Mohawk. Laurel, they've been clean. They got a clean sheet in terms of the penalties.
Do you take a shot and throw the ball on 1st and 5?
The way you've controlled the game? No.
I didn't think so neither. They're going to hand it off, and they'll bring it up across the 10, up close to the 15-yard line. Shearer running the ball there for the Spartans.
Chapman makes the tackle out at the 15-yard line. But, yeah, if you're Laurel, you're content taking this all the way into the half. If you break a long play, more power to you. But 6-0. You've held Mohawk off the scoreboard. You've held them to just 3 possessions. You've held them to just 18 plays of offense in this first half. And you ran 16 on one drive on its own.
Here's the snap. Saunders will take and hand it off.
Ball's loose. Ball's loose.
And Mohawk just jumped on it. Mohawk got it. As Alex Chapman comes up with the ball on the turnover.
Oh, my. What a hit that was made there in the middle of the pile, Tim. We'll get confirmation on who it was. 54 seconds remaining, all 3 timeouts remaining. But a huge hit, and that ball came loose right up the gut. And guess what? It was Justin Boston who made the hit.
And they'll take over in the red zone. Make sure to stop by the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs, sporting goods, custom apparel, embroidery, and more.
So 54 seconds starting right at the 20-yard line. This is the break that Mohawk needed. You got to punch this in.
Here's the snap. Rona looking left side. He's going to roll to the short side of the field, looking downfield. He'll fire on the move. Falls incomplete as his intended receiver was Bobby Fadden.
And Fadden, even diving out of bounds one-handed, nearly made the spectacular catch, but was running out of real estate. Nearly took out Mr. Eric Kuhn down there. One of the special photographers, always gets us some great shots on Facebook. We thank him for all the stuff he sends us. And we thank him for the kind words he gave us before the game, too, of the stuff that we've been able to put on. And then a big thanks to him because we've stolen some of his pictures. There's no doubt about it.
Fadden and Logan are out to the right. He'll roll that way. Jay on the move, throws and fires and completes it underneath and gets it out to about close to the 10-yard line. And I believe that was Nail on the reception. And Jackson Saunders on the stop there for the Spartans.
So the clock will stop while they move the chains. It'll be first and goal, and now the clock will wind with 39 seconds remaining. Still all 3 timeouts left for the Warriors.
So first and goal here for the Warriors. Down to 30 seconds here to play. Here's the snap. He's back to pass. He'll fire over the middle, complete at the 1, and into the end zone goes Dante Retort for the touchdown.
You take advantage of the short field and make the touchdown pass. And I like, too, the big difference of that, Tim. The last couple of plays, with all the pressure coming, the play took too long to develop. What do they call there? Expecting the blitz. The quick slant, Fadden beats his man off the ball and basically is catching it at the goal line untouched.
Josh Wilkins in for the point after. High snap, kick is up, and it is good this time. And a 7-6 Mohawk lead, taking advantage of the turnover in the short field at the 20-yard line. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Wilkins tees it up at the 40, and he'll put his foot into it, and it will bounce at the 2-yard line at the live ball. It's going to be picked up at the 5 as they bring it across the 15, and down at the 18-yard line goes Nathan Hill on the return.
Yeah, Hill's let it bounce, but it's a live ball, and it didn't bounce into the end zone, so had to pick it up. And now with just 20 seconds remaining, Mohawk still has all 3 timeouts left. They could technically take one after every play if they're able to hold the Spartans, but the late turnover in this first half, Tim, has basically changed the complete complexion of this game.
And we have that quick scoring type offense that Mohawk does, and that's take advantage of a short field. And they went right in on that opportunity. And it looks like Santini at quarterback. He'll hand it off to Hannon. He'll go forward, get close to the 20-yard line, get pushed back. Joe Nail looks like on the stop.
I wondered if they would try to use their timeouts, but Mohawk's going to let it wind down.
They got the 1-point lead.
And they will. They will take it a 1-point lead to the locker room.
We have played one half here in Bessemer as the Mohawk Warriors lead the Laurel Spartans 7-6. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapy. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Newbie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
You are now tuned into the Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly and George halftime show on the Lawrence County SportsNet, featuring performances by your marching bands and recapping the action from the first half of the game.
Right now, someone very special needs your help. This is Jack Lynn, CEO of City Rescue Mission. No one is beyond God's love and care. One person's life can affect another. Though you may never meet this person, you can make a difference in his or her life. Hurting men and women in our community desperately need food, shelter, and physical and spiritual care. Some are struggling with abuse and addiction. They feel alone, unloved, and forgotten. Individual, caring people provide their hope. You can help change the lives of men, women, and children. Visit cityrescuemission.org and help us today.
After 2 shoulder surgeries, my doctor wanted me to go to his physical therapy, which was out of town, and I chose Washington Center Physical Therapy.
The availability is absolutely amazing. When we call to get an athlete in, we get them in the exact same day.
I see many patients preoperatively for orthopedic surgeries. Those patients who use Washington Center have the best outcomes.
The bottom line is Washington Center Physical Therapy is your best choice for physical therapy.
Call us at Washington Center Physical Therapy, serving the community for over 20 years.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Halftime here between Mohawk and Laurel. The Spartan marching band coming on the field. The Spartans trailing Mohawk 7-6. The marching band under the direction of Joe Major, Sydney Alfair, and Anna Murkowski. The director, Scott Boyer. They're going to give you some Ladies of Pop. You enjoy the halftime show, the LGKG halftime show here on lcsportsnet.com.
Our drum majors are Sydney Alfair and Anna Murkowski. Drum majors, who run the world. Tonight, our performance celebrates Ladies of Pop. We begin with the 2019 Grammy-winning Song of the Year by Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. I Knew You Were Trouble. which will also highlight trumpet solo by White Dean, Amy Presley, Jonah Gilmore, and Landon Michaels. What's Wrong with Being Confident? Our next song, featuring our SportsNet dance line, was released in 2015 by Demi Lovato. Johnson. Miss Emily Easton was road brass instructor. Miss Rachel Croner was woodwind instructor. Brass instructor was Jacob Benson. The flag line music does by Mrs. Kristen Green, and the dance line advised by Miss Amanda Saxon. Special assistants to the band are Mrs. Patty Miles and Mrs. Jessica Miles. Have a great evening.
Good evening, and please welcome to the field your 2023 Mohawk Warrior Marching Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Jason Day, Assistant Director Mr. Justin Adicott, Auxiliary Advisor Mrs. Megan Hunt, and band assistants Miss Katie Barrington and Mr. Jack Isaac. We are proud to present you this year's halftime program, All In. The band will take over the field with Uprising by Muse, followed by this summer's hottest concert ticket, Taylor Swift, with her song, Ready For It. We'll take you back to 2000 with NSYNC's hit, Bye Bye Bye. And closing out our performance will be the Beatles' classic, Come Together. Drum majors Emma Gallagher and Nolan Motter. Let's start the show.
You've been watching the Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George Halftime Show, presented by the law firm of Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly and George, serving the Newcastle area for 90 years. Be sure to stay tuned to the Lawrence County SportsNet for third quarter action coming up after this message from our sponsors.
BMF Tax and Financial provides businesses and individual tax prep, advising, and consulting. With over 10 years of experience, BMF Tax provides you with big firm expertise with small firm service.
I'm Brandon Fisher, owner of BMF Tax and Financial. Together, we will help you get a better understanding of your taxes and build a relationship along the way. At BMF Tax, I want to take the stress away from taxes and allow you to focus on what you do best.
Call or visit bmftax.com to set up a free consultation. BMF Tax and Financial. Taxes made simple, life made easy.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale-Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Tonight's halftime show has been brought to you by LGKG. Let their law firm of AV-rated attorneys and super lawyers guide you through the legal process. Luxembourg, Garbett, Kelly, and George. Keeping promises for over 80 years.
Tim, a 7-6 halftime score here, but we got more important matters to talk about. It's tradition time. So, hey, Logan.
Hey, Logan, take it. Turn the camera.
Turn the camera. Show Tim and myself as we sit here on the rooftop here in Bessemer. Let's see what we got here. This is called the 50-50 ticket, and this is called the losing chassis toss. There it goes.
Yeah, tradition lives.
Tradition will live on forever, for sure. But had to get that one on camera, and we're also.
I can't wait till someday that we defy the odds.
One of these days we will. While you saw, I'm wearing the purple and gold, as are most of our staff sporting the purple in some way. Want to give a big shout out to Mason Martin of Karn City. He's fighting literally for his life after collapsing after taking a couple of hits, collapsed on the field for Karn City last Friday night. And everybody's thoughts and prayers. That 50-50 raffle, by the way, proceeds tonight from the 50-50 were going directly to Mason Martin's family, a big class act. From Mohawk. It's their senior night, and you had purple balloons going up there with the red, white, and black balloons here at Mohawk. So in everybody's thoughts and prayers, and also want to give a shout-out as well to a Shenango player who also went down with an injury earlier today. Doesn't appear to be as serious, but with everything in recent memory, it kind of looked similar. Long after play ended, just kind of collapsed. It was able to get off under his own power, but it looks like, from what we're hearing, he is being transported or by ambulance, probably to a local hospital. So thoughts and prayers with everybody out there for Shenango, and especially for Mason Martin at Karn City. It's a crazy world we live in, Tim, and unfortunately we've seen too many of these. Laurel especially we saw last year with the game that they played against Neshannock. Laurel themselves had their own number of leg injuries, both on and off the field. Injuries with their football players, with Colin Bartley, with Aiden Collins, with Carter Haney. It was just it was a rough year last year all around Lawrence County. You look at Peyton Weaver, you look at Matt Ionilli with Neshannock as well. So it is amazing though how these communities all come together though in those situations. I mean, all the schools had play for Peyton shirts. All the schools had the green and white 26 strong when Hayden Hamilton had his severe injury 6-7 years ago. And it's just a testament to this area. And look at it tonight. We have huge numbers who are watching online right now, a good number who are going to be watching archived. And as I look behind me, Tim, there is no room left even in the grass behind the stadium. They have packed it in tonight, and we love seeing it, trust me.
It is not surprising to see the community support for all these schools in Lawrence County each and every weekend, each and every Friday night on a football field. And it's so much fun to be here and be able to witness these athletes each and every week. And what a first half. We've seen Laurel go on a 16-play drive, only featured the pass one time. Went all the way down, taking off over 8 minutes on the clock to take the lead. And then after a turnover late in the second quarter, a 3-play, 20-yard drive for Mohawk to take the lead here 7-6. Really a contrast of styles. But we got a great ball game here. Looking forward here to the second half as Laurel will tee the ball up at the 40-yard line as they will be going left to right on this kickoff.
And how big was that turnover late in that first half where Laurel could basically just run out the clock, and they get the fumble recovery, the hit from Boston, the recovery from Chapman. And shout out to the Chapmans out there on the marching band as well as Trey Gangone marching with the band as well.
And it's picked up there by Mohawk as Fadden brings it across the 35-yard line.
And so we'll take a look again at the starting lineup. So they're brought to you by Doran Concrete. Jay Rono, the quarterback, 4 of 9 for 90 yards, a touchdown and an interception in the first half. Justin Boston, 41 yards on the ground on 6 carries. You'll hopefully see Sam List back out there, though. He went down with an injury in the first half. Retort, Fadden, and Logan on the receivers. Joey Nail had a big catch in the first half as well. Dan Monaco, Alex Chapman, Jack May, Scooter McPherson, and Brian Birchfield are the linemen.
So Mohawk on the attack here, and they'll hand it off to Boston. He'll fight forward, get back to the line of scrimmage, gain about a yard on the play as Wilson is there for Laurel. And they'll pick up 1 on the play and bring up 2nd down and 9 here for Mohawk. Blake Logan will be the receiver out to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Runner looks over to defense with a wing to his right. He'll fire for Logan. He gets it at the 40, down to the 30. Blake Logan making the big catch. Lucas Santini making the defensive play. Really a saving tackle as he got out into the open.
That's a 38-yard pickup there, Tim. And the difference between that one and the one that Santini picked off, Logan won off the line, and Rona was able to step into the pass right on the money. When Rona has protection, look out, because you can't hand it off better than some of the places that he's just threading the needle. First catch of the night for Logan, and it is a beauty.
3 receiver set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Rona looks over to defense. He'll hand it off to Boston. Boston gets to the edge, turns it up, and he's going to power his way forward to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, it almost looked the way he went horizontal, like that might have been possible for a pass, but ends up seeing some space and takes it, lowers his shoulder, picks up a 3-yard pickup. I got him now 8 carries for 46 yards unofficially on the evening for Justin Boston, and the Warriors are right on the edge of the red zone.
So Blake Logan is the receiver out to the right.
It looks like Fadden in the slot with Retort to the left.
Yes. Ronan will hand off to Boston. He'll turn it upfield. He'll try to reverse field, but he's being caught. And he'll be dragged down behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, first man in there was Ben Hennon hanging on to the leg, and then more players coming in to help out, and another Laurel player down on the field. Looks like no gain on the carry. While we have a moment, as we hopefully this is just a cramp. It looks like they're stretching it like a cramp. We're going to take a look back at our keys to the game, courtesy of Works in Progress Paint Services, and let's see how the teams are making progress in those keys to the game. Works in Progress now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial properties. Tim, the keys that we said to the game, Laurel had to control the ball at Welch Cheese. How about an 8.5-minute drive, 16-play drive? Can't do much better than that. And Mohawk, especially to show the balance in the offense, I think Justin Boston has taken that personally. He has laid some bone-crunching hits both on offense and defense.
Yeah,
powerful runs. He stopped the 4th down and then got the forced fumble that led to the turnover and the touchdown.
And a couple of nifty runs on the offense to run in, gets that rushing game at least viable here for Mohawk.
But now they face a 3rd and 8.
Rona throws. He's going to throw outside his intended receiver in Logan, but we have a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a tough one there, Tim, because it looked like just not on the same page. The button hook turning inside versus outside shoulder, and that's whether the receiver and the quarterback are on the same page, and they weren't on that one. So
and when you have Wilkins as a kicker, you're going to push him back.
I was going to say, normally you decline this because it would be 4th and 8, but Wilkins can kick a 40-yard field goal. They're going to push it back and make them earn it. 5th penalty of the game, by the way, against Mohawk.
It's kind of a 50-50 type scenario because you're giving Jay Rona an opportunity with this offense to complete another long pass, which we've seen them do. But you got to take sometimes the worst of two evils type scenarios.
So there will be officially 3rd down from the 34. They need to get to the 16, so we'll call it 3rd and 18.
Run it. We'll take the snap. He's going to throw it out quick. Gets it out to Fadden. Fadden's going to make a nice move. Gets to the 30. Turns it upfield to the 25, and he's going to be wrestled out of bounds there.
And I like that. That's a safe play call.
Yeah.
They get back the 10 yards they just lost on the penalty. Now you have the option. Do you go for it, or do you let Wilkins go and attempt another field goal? This would be a field goal from about 41 yards, well within his range.
But it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there.
Being non-conference, Tim, I don't hate it. Again, I mean, we talked about it in pregame a little bit before we got on the air of the fact, they went for it a few times in the Union game where maybe conventional wisdom says punt it or run the ball, and they passed it instead. Coach McCutcheon is putting the trust in his offense, in his quarterback, and in his talented receiving core, and he's doing so again here.
Retorts the single receiver out to the left, 3 to the right. Back to pass is Rona. He'll fire down the middle. Has a man open. Is going to lead him away just a little too long. And they'll bring up 1st down and 10 going the other way here for the Spartans as the defense holds.
Yeah, Joey Nail was going down the seam there, Tim. The issue ended up being, though, he got tangled up just enough that he slowed down on his route, and there was a little pressure in the face of Rona. He had to throw it about a half second earlier than he wanted. That's the difference. You get either one of those two things not happening, that's probably 6 points for Mohawk. Instead, there's 9:20 remaining, and Laurel their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
And Laurel will have Saunders at quarterback.
And he's the one who led that 16-play drive, Tim.
And they'll hand it off to the wing, and that is Shearer, and Shearer's going to be caught at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
So here's what's interesting about that play. First off, big kudos to Jack Miles, who gave a clear-out block and sent Joey Nail about 10 yards back. But big credit to Joey Nail because he controlled the edge and made sure that Shearer had to cut it inside where he had room. That's actually both players doing their job perfectly.
So just under 9 minutes here to play in the 3rd quarter.
And as the sun has gone down, it's gotten a bit chilly. Logan is smart to my right. He's got the sweatshirt on. Mine's still sitting in the car.
Saunders looking to keep the play alive with his feet and unable to do it as he's dragged down back at the 19-yard line.
Guess who? We're shipping up to Boston tonight, folks.
Yep.
Incredible what this kid has done. The sack for a loss of 7 there, but he has just been all over the field on both sides of the football. The sack there, a forced fumble, a 4th down, and he gets a tackle for a loss. He is playing with a purpose tonight.
So Saunders at quarterback. We'll take it from the pistol. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's going to be complete. It gets it out to Miles, but it will be short.
I'll tell you what.
Of the original line of scrimmage, but it'll bring up 4th down and 11.
A little bit of a credit, I'd say a lot of bit of credit to Jack Miles that he came back to the football because the defensive back or the linebacker who was in coverage nearly stepped right in front of it, and that might have actually been Boston yet again.
So Santini in to punt the ball away. Twins back to receive at the 40-yard line. Good snap. They'll get the running kick, low line drive, bounce at the 45, field it at the 40. As they bring it upfield across the 50-yard line is Retort. And he'll go out of bounds at the 48-yard line as Smith forces them out of bounds.
Coming up after the game, we will have our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Make sure you get in the game at MVP Insurance, where they coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. We'll also have our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Make sure you visit Dr. Argero, Dr. Bowser, or Dr. Maley. Their teamwork aspect is what makes them best of the best.
Trips outside. They're going to throw it out wide, and that is a live.
It should have been.
Yeah, I thought it was a backwards pass, but they're going to say it was an incomplete pass to Bobby Fadden.
Yeah, that was definitely a backwards pass, and he was right to try to run with it, but at least from the angle I'm basically right in line with where that was, Tim. It should have been called a backwards pass, but the officials say otherwise.
Well, it brings up 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line of the Spartans. Rona in a tight formation this time in the shotgun. Hand off to Boston. Boston's going to reverse field. He's going to have some room. Gets down close to the 40-yard line. Picks up about 8 on the play. Nice nifty move there by Boston, avoiding the initial rush and then going upfield, picking up 8 on the play.
Scooter McPherson, Dan Monaco, and Joey Nail. They trio blocked against one of the Laurel down linemen, and even though Miles came through and forced Boston so far back into the backfield, that triple combination block and then the other lineman holding their blocks is why that was a Mack truck-sized hole for Boston to run through. That was crazy. We saw 3 black shirts getting off of 1 Laurel defender.
McFadden to the right, Retort to the left as wideouts. Rona back to pass. Looking down the middle, he's going to force out to the right. He's going to throw it on the move. He's going to complete it to the 40. Gets up to the 35. Boston goes down the sidelines to the 20 and is knocked out of bounds around the 19-yard line by Jack Miles.
21-yard pickup on 3rd down. It looked like they had a chance to get it to Boston earlier in the play, but he was looking for someone down the field first, then checked it down. We said about Miles going back to the ball on the 3rd down for Laurel. Same thing there. Boston coming back to it allows him to cut back inside as the defender McBride over-pursued, and Mohawk now in the red zone. That's their first 3rd down conversion. They were 0 for 4 before that, Tim.
Huge opportunity again now for Mohawk as they'll send 2 receivers out to the left. Hand off to Boston. It goes up the middle. He struggles and goes close to the 15-yard line.
Got him now for 11 carries, 59 yards to go along with that 21-yard completion. And I'll tell you what, too, for Justin Boston, this is a senior who missed out on some touches in the opener against Union because, well, he put the ball on the turf. Truth be told, he put the ball on the turf. All of a sudden he was out and Sam Liss was getting more carries. Speaking of Sam Liss, glad to see him back on the field as he is going to give Boston a breather right here. But again, talking about taking something personally, wanting to be a better player, and I think he's taken that message to heart from what happened in week 0 and then from what happened in that first quarter where Laurel ran it right down Mohawk's throat. Yep. He is stepping up.
Mohawk in the red zone, and red zone voted the best of the best in Lawrence County for uniform supply and silk screening.
And I have a whistle.
And I think we're going to have a Pontius timeout.
We do. Our Pontius Insurance timeout. Make sure you take the timeout and save money on your insurance. Make sure you give a call to Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddings and get starting today. PontiusInsurance.com, your place to request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. Well, we have a moment, Tim. Something new that we're going to be starting up here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Our powering sponsor, the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, is going to be sponsoring a LCAP Team of the Month. We're going to have nominations. Nominations coming in. You guys can submit those nominations on our website when the voting becomes open, and we will then choose your Team of the Month, courtesy of the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. One of the great ways that LCAP is improving the quality of life in and around Lawrence County. How about their Head Start and PA Pre-K Counts programs, where children under the age of 5
can receive free quality preschool at various locations around the county.
2nd down and 6. Ball at the 15-yard line.
You can hear in our mic the wind's picking up a little bit here too.
Jay Rona looks over the defense. 2 receivers to his left. Rona's going to hand it off on the inside. That is
Verdi.
Verdi, yes.
How about that little trickeration? The inside trap from the H-back position for Verdi's first offensive touch of the year. Well, you set it up out of the timeout.
And it worked out perfectly. They get all the way down to the 3-yard line. Saunders was there making the stop there, preventing the touchdown for Mohawk. So here we go.
I like
Rona now underneath center. I like this. Inside the 5. Handoff goes to Boston. He skips one tackle and fights his way across the goal line for the touchdown. So Justin Boston has kind of done a little everything on both sides of the field. Gets pay dirt and extends the Warriors lead down to 7, 13-6.
And that is his first rushing touchdown of the season. Beautiful way to cap off the 6-play, 48-yard scoring drive. And it took them an extra drive. They didn't score in their first possession, but that's a big one right there. Mohawk now up by 7, trying to make it up by 8 on the Wilkins kick coming up.
So Josh Wilkins. Perfect this year on extra points. Here's the snap, low snap, good handle, kick is up, and it is through. With 4:46 remaining here in the third, Mohawk increases their lead to 8, 14-6. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go. Yeah!
Laurel teachers support all of our athletes
on and off the field.
All right, okay.
Josh Wilkins just put the kick in the end zone. Not a surprise there, and Laurel will take over from the 20-yard line. And our Jovis Marcus Place drive summary: 6 plays, 48 yards, capped on a Boston touchdown, and make it 14-6.
2:25 on the time possession on that drive as well. Believe it or not, Tim, I don't know. I'm sorry. The games we've done for Mohawk, that's the first scoring drive that they've had that has been longer than 1 minute.
It might be true.
I mean, they had 6 touchdowns against Quaker Valley. I can't specifically say. I didn't get to see the full tape on that one. However, yeah, the 5 touchdowns that they scored against Union all were under a minute. The first one against Laurel was under a minute.
And that play is going to go right up the middle with Hannon, and he's going to pick up 5 on the play.
17 carries for only 41 yards, but they've been hard-earned yards. A couple of negative plays hasn't helped the Hennon's stat line. At the halftime break, both teams are pretty even. 119 yards total for Laurel, 136 for Mohawk. But Laurel, really, other than that one 16-play drive, they've been pretty much held in check. Only 3 first downs other than that.
Santini in the pistol. He'll hand it off to Hannon, and Hannon will go straight forward and run into a host of Warriors there making the stop. He'll gain about a yard on the play.
Alex Chapman didn't get the tackle, but he's the one who stood up the play because he basically took the left tackle, Kevin Mahoney, and kept him right where he was, not being able to move forward whatsoever. Hennon does get a 1-yard gain. But that's the thing. Your nose tackle isn't going to get a lot of credit most often because he's not going to make the tackle, but that's doing your job.
Exactly. They do the nitty-gritty stuff, the hard stuff. 3rd down and 4 here for the Spartans. They'll throw it out wide, and it's going to be up too tall for his intended receiver.
That was number 24, the intended target. That's Colton Carlson, the sophomore. And tell you what, that throw is just a little bit lower, Tim. He could be off to the races because he had a step on his defender.
They'll bring up 4th down, and Santini will punt the ball away.
It's going to be another 3 and out, though, to start the second half for Laurel. Not what the doctor ordered.
So we got Bobby Fadden and Dante Retort back to receive this punt from Santini.
Careful here, though. This is 4th and 4. Watch the hard count.
High snap, and Santini gets it off and drills a big punt all the way back to the 35-yard line. As they bring it across the 50, and down goes Fadden for the return, and Medved on the stop there for the Spartans.
So it's a 39-yard punt, but net's only about 20 yards because of the 15-yard return. That's 24 officially, as they're going to mark it right at midfield with 3:23 remaining. Well, we have a moment. We got a couple of extra points made by Josh Wilkins. Those are our Castle Asphalt conversions. Give a shout out to Castle Asphalt. They provide commercial or residential asphalt paving, commercial site work, or commercial line striping. Visit castleasphalt.com for more info and to request your free estimate.
2 receivers to the left here for Rona, and they'll hand it off. That is Boston again. This time he's going to get caught in the backfield. He's going to lose a couple on the play, as Carlson was there for the Spartans.
After that carry, 13 carries on the day for Boston. He had 18 total in the first 2 weeks. Now, how about this, too? The package changes. You have the younger Chapman coming out of the contest. That's Jackson Chapman. You got Verdi going in. You have Nail going out. You have a couple other receivers coming in. You have Lightning Leighton Wagner at the tight end on the near side. The personnel changes. Now you got a power running game, and watch them, they might pass it here.
And we have a stoppage in play before the snap. And we're going to have a false start against Mohawk with 2:38 remaining here in the third quarter.
6 penalties for 45 yards. And again, Laurel, they've been clean in terms of the penalties, at least, here on the evening. Yeah, that's a gem of a performance by the defense. Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen. They're family-owned and operated general contractors. They've been in the business for 4 generations. Their extensive construction experience, design capabilities, and creative process allows them to help any project and meet any challenge. They've been building our community for 70 years.
So Jay Rona takes the snap. He's going to throw it behind, and it's going to be a live ball. And they're going to call it incomplete. All right.
That one was just barely forward. It was designed to be backwards, but the throw just came out a little bit wonky. And they're going to have to be careful about that because
it's a judgment call on the field.
Yeah, and you know, until you hear that whistle, you got to play for it.
Play the ball. 2:32 remaining here on a 3rd down and long coming up here for Mohawk. 3rd down and 18, ball at their own 42-yard line.
Rona throwing the football, 7 of 15 for 159 yards.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Rona back to pass. He rolls out to his right, trying to avoid the defense. He's going to run out of room, throws across his body, finds a man wide open at the 50. Down to the 40, making a nice move and picking up the first down. Was that Retort?
No, it's Boston again.
Boston again, yes.
Incredible. So what's cool about that one? Buying time is Rona, waiting. The defender at the last second who was guarding against Boston comes up. Well, he just flips it right over the top to Boston, and Justin does the rest. And shout out to the lineman. It's so easy to be an illegal man downfield on that play.
Especially as the play goes longer and longer. Yep, that is really great discipline to hang back, allow that play to develop. So first down and 10 here for Mohawk.
They just converted on a 3rd and 18, picked up 19 on the play.
He'll throw it out wide, and it's going to fall. They're going to call it incomplete. Didn't hear the whistle right away.
Yeah, that
went to the Fadden. Yeah, it was look forward, but I didn't hear the whistle.
And tell you what, Laurel's lucky that one went through the hands of Bobby Fadden. A, it doesn't happen very often. B, there was nothing but green grass in front of him because you had a perfect screen set up. There was a blitz coming, the safety blitz from that side, Tim, and the 2 wide receivers in front of Fadden had perfect seal blocks. It was a perfect avenue right down the hash marks for him to get reservations for 6. However, it went through his hands incomplete.
4 receiver set, 2 left, 2 right. Rona will take the snap in shotgun. He'll bring Fadden in motion behind him. He's back to pass. He'll set up a screen in the middle. And there goes Boston. Moves out to his right. Boston cuts back, loses his footing, and goes down at the 15-yard line.
25-yard pickup for Justin Boston through the air. I love it. Not enough high school teams run the screen. Not enough do it.
Especially when you have this type of offense, but they're going to kind of try to put as much pressure on Rona. You just let that defense get into you a little bit, and you throw over top, and you have a great lot of field in front of you.
Well, and the last play was kind of a wide receiver screen, perfect against the blitz. Yeah. That right there, if you're getting pressure up the middle, same thing. Now you have, hey, go right on by. We'll let the linemen go and be hogs down against your secondary now.
Rona in the pistol, takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Boston, goes right side, slips a tackle, goes forward, gets close to the sticks as he gets tripped up at the 4-yard line.
It will be a first down.
McBride making the stop.
Yeah, it will be a first down.
Okay.
They'll mark it at the 4, so it'll be first and goal after that 11-yard pickup for Justin Boston. We're down under a minute to play, as you can see on the scoreboard here at Warrior Stadium. Spartans led 6-0 after a 16-play scoring drive, but it's been basically Mohawk controlling it since. But it took until less than a minute in the first half for them to start doing here. Rona under center again.
Rona hands it off, and it'll be a pile up for about no gain, it looks like. We're down under 33 seconds here to play in the quarter.
We'll see if Mohawk will
choose the run. Yeah, choose the run to play because the play clock is at 30 while the time clock is just now under 20 seconds.
And Rona's still
5 seconds, 7 seconds difference.
Yeah, Rona's still here talking with Coach McCutcheon. They're going to bring him to the sideline.
Yep.
Mohawk will have a 2nd and goal to start the 4th quarter.
They're going to change sides of the field when we come back. 14-6, Mohawk leads after 3 quarters. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve. Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for homeowners and businesses in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting and related projects for the winter season. Call Joe today, 724-714-4294, to discuss your next project.
Yep. And welcome back as we enter the 4th quarter here in Bessemer as Mohawk knocking on the door again on 2nd down and goal.
And it looks like they'll go back to their bread and butter going in the pistol set.
Rona takes the snap, fakes to Boston, rolls to his right, fires, he completes it. Is that List? Couldn't quite. It's A.J. Verdi. A.J. Verdi making the reception for the touchdown.
Yeah, Verdi lined up kind of as an H-back tight end. The play action rolling out that way. He just kind of sneaks in behind the blockers and gets the 4-yard touchdown reception. Second of the day for Rona, first of the year for Verdi.
And now it'll be Wilkins in for the PAT with 11:54 remaining here in the fourth. Nice snap, hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. So, with 6 seconds taken off the fourth quarter, Mohawk extends their lead to 2 touchdowns. It's 21-6. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1950.
Here's Wilkins' kick, and it's going to hit the goal line and bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
That was an 8-play, 50-yard touchdown strike courtesy of Joseph's Marketplace. You just saw some great stuff there on the previous commercial from our friends at Joseph's Marketplace. Took 3 minutes and 29 seconds off the clock. The 4-yard pass from Jay Rona to A.J. Verdi, making it 21-6 here.
That might be the longest drive of the year for Mohawk.
In terms of time, probably was, yes. I think Coach McCutcheon and his staff has to be pleased with the way that their line has responded, especially the way that first quarter into the midway of the second quarter went, getting basically dominated in the trenches. Big turnaround since then, and like seeing that. This is a timeout called by Laurel. Tim, let's take another one here while we have a moment.
You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity, it's really simple. Do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
First down and 10 here for the Spartans. Saunders at quarterback. Takes the snap, he'll hand it off. Hannon goes right side. He's going to have some room, gets across the 25. Dragged down at the 28-yard line by Wagner. And we're just coming out of that Ponchos Insurance. Visit PonchosInsurance.com and request a quote for your auto, home, business, or life insurance.
We're going to have some fun numbers here for you in a minute, Tim. In terms of starting field position, I have Laurel starting at their own
20, about
21 is what I have the official average coming out to be. Mohawk is close to midfield for their starting field position.
Saunders on the keeper, has room, cuts back to the 40, and gets down to the 42-yard line.
Gain of 14 yards there.
Justin Boston, we've said his name quite often here tonight on the stop.
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah.
But, I mean, again, I like this. Last 2 drives, not much going with Santini at quarterback. Let's switch it up a little bit, throw Jackson Sodders in there. And part of it is, too, with just that. You can be a more mobile quarterback with Sodders, and you can essentially do just a couple more things. You can have your running back as a lead blocker when you're doing almost a single wing style with it if you need to. And it's worked pretty effectively. 9 carries for 29 yards for Sodders on the evening.
Sodders will send one in motion. A hand off to Hannon. Hannon goes forward. He's going to fight his way for a couple yards. And we got a late flag coming out.
Somebody got shoved at the end of the play. A Mohawk player threw about 7 yards into the backfield. This might be the first penalty against Laurel of the game.
Yeah.
While we have a moment, let's give a shout out to our friends at Creative Edge, where design and construction come together with experience. They're fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services. It includes schematic design, construction documents, permitting, construction management. They do it all to meet all of your building project needs. That's Creative Edge.
And that personal foul will mark off 15 yards against the Spartans. And we'll put the ball inside the 30 down close to the 28-yard line. I'm going to mark it 29. All right.
So based on that, they're giving a 3-yard pickup then for Hennon. So he's got 20 carries for 53 yards. But then that's the first penalty of the game against Laurel with 10:30 remaining in the fourth quarter.
So first and 23, I believe is what it actually is. Is they're going to hand it off, bring it down, and they'll gain a couple there with Shearer on the end around.
Big hit there. Boston in amongst with Retort in the middle of that pile. Joey Nail also in there amongst the big bodies.
Second down and long coming up here.
So a gain of 4 for Shearer officially on that one. This should be 3rd and long. Yes, 3rd down because the down counted.
Yeah, that's right. It was post. And it'll be Saunders on a keeper, and he's not going to get anywhere. So he got caught in the backfield. And what a shock if I say it was Boston in the backfield.
You know what? It would be a shock because it was 84 this time.
Yes, I just realized that.
Jackson Chapman in there first.
Yes.
For a loss of 1. And now Laurel faces a 4th down and 22, and they're going to have to hustle out the punt unit. I think they were confused as well, forgetting that it was a 4th down.
Yeah. They probably seen the score, or the scoreboard.
It still says 3rd down.
Yeah, exactly. And down to 10 seconds on the play clock, so they got to hurry here.
Yeah, the sticks have been correct.
Use a timeout.
And they don't want to use any more of them at this point. Santini just gets out there with 3 on the play clock.
Yeah, they're not going to get it off.
Yeah, no need to burn a timeout. Go ahead and take the 5 yards. It's not going to make a big difference now. They're going to allow them to reset the clock.
Okay.
And you know what?
Well, that's
because the scoreboard was wrong. I
don't have a problem with that. Yeah, the officials are going to get timeout and talk it over, but
well, gives us a chance to remind you that coming up after the game, we'll have our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. And a great play usually involves great teamwork. That's what you get at Melee Chiropractic. Dr. Melee, Dr. Archer, and Dr. Bowser, they all learn from each other new tips and tricks to help you keep feeling your best.
We've got a few to think about here on that one.
We do, as well as our MVP Insurance Player of the Game. Home, auto, term life, liability insurance, and more. Visit MVPINS.com for more information and your free quote. Get in the game at MVP Insurance.
So 4th down and 22 is what it'll be if they do not. I don't believe they're going to throw a flag now. They'll just reset the play clock.
Yeah, and again,
I think that's the correct move because, like I said, there was confusion between the scoreboard and the field marker. Good snap, and they'll get the kickoff by Santini. It's a line drive kick. It's going to come across the 35, and it'll roll dead there. And he'll Towns it, and it'll be 1st down and 10. Coming up here for Mohawk.
Tim, while we have a second, I do want to mention we are broadcasting on the NFHS network. We are an affiliate of NFHS. We're proud to offer over 100 broadcasts of high school events each year at lcsportsnet.com. But during the playoffs, those video broadcasts in the Wpial postseason, they're only available on NFHS network and behind their paywall. That is the rule now. They are the ones who own the rights. It has to be behind their paywall, so you cannot watch for free. But with your help, we can still get audio broadcasts for free for all of you. Please send us a message on social media, send me an email, and find ways that we can help get all these games on the air.
Boston up the middle. And he's dragged down almost on a horse collar.
Yeah, that's what all the Mohawk sideline and the fans are all asking for. Nonetheless, it's a 9-yard pickup on first down, but they wanted 15 more.
And now the clock is going to become a big factor in this game, especially if Mohawk could find this running game as they just demonstrated here and just take that 40-second play clock down each and every opportunity. 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter.
Well, and this running game just opens up the pass even more for your weapons down the field and for Jay Rona, because now you got to stack the box. Everybody's within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Now you have the safety sneaking back late, so he sees that and you run it, and now you got a big game.
Here he goes across the 50, picks up the first down, and the clock will continue to run.
That'll stop momentarily as they move the chains, but yes, it will start running again after the first down. Justin Boston, 17 carries for 86 yards and a touchdown. He's also got 3 catches for 64 yards. Union 18-14. That's early in the third quarter. We're down to 7:20 remaining in the fourth here in Bessemer.
Rona looks over to defense with one receiver left and right, a wing to his right as he's in the pistol. Handoff again to Boston, moves outside, has room, turns it upfield, across the 40, and picks up another first down here for the Warriors as Medved makes the stop here for Laurel.
So, Tim, so much happens on that play. It's stacked up inside. You got that vision to get to the outside. You have to have the quick cut to get to the outside. The linemen have to maintain their blocks and not hold when their defenders start to go out. And how about the block on the far side as well? I believe it was Retort on that far side, holding his wide receiver to his defensive back to the outside, giving even a bigger avenue for Boston to run.
Jay Rona looks over to defense. The play clock down to 8 seconds.
And they're going to use all of it that they can.
And again, another handoff. It is Boston weaving his way through the middle all the way down to the 25-yard line.
3 straight runs for a first down. That one goes for 11. And here's something that, I'll be honest, after watching him in week 0, I did not think I'd be saying this anytime soon. Mohawk has a 100-yard rusher on the evening.
How about that? Justin Boston showing his all-around game here on both sides of the ball for the Warriors here tonight.
I mean, 109 rushing, 64 receiving to go along with a couple of huge plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Fadden and Logan are the receivers out to the left.
It's been all runs on this drive. 4 plays, 4 runs, 3 first downs. This is List.
List goes forward, and he'll pick up about 2 on the play. O'Brien on the stop.
And give a shout out to Keegan O'Brien. He's one of just 3 seniors. He's the only returning starter from last year's Laurel team. And he's just been such a great leader, become more of a vocal leader, according to Coach Cooper and his staff, as one of the 3 seniors on the team. Almost out of necessity, and all he could talk about was these young guys and how good that they are going to be and how good they are already getting when we talked to them during the training camp. But real fun talking to them and talking to all the teams during training camp here this year. But it was real fun talking to the 3 Laurel seniors out there during training camp day.
Play clock down to 4 seconds, and we're going to get a Pontius Insurance timeout, and we'll take this timeout. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games, plus we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medor Bonner Law, a boutique firm offering tailored legal services and over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
Second down and 8, ball at the 23-yard line here for the Warriors.
5:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
And they're going back to pass is Rona. He's going to roll out to his left. He's going to fire, and that one out of bounds. And it'll bring up third down.
Stops the clock momentarily at 5:11 remaining. Had a 2 tight end set in there. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Lightning Leighton Wagner. And I'll tell you what, because Coach will say, he might not be lightning with the legs, but he sure is behind the wheel of a vehicle. He's been in the 4-1-1 sprints for the last 2 or 3 years, just showing great promise and working his way up the sprint car realm. Got to give a shout out to any aspiring racer out there. I'll be very excited to watch his future, but he's been a longtime football player too, so he's splitting duties. He'll probably be racing again on a dirt track somewhere this weekend.
Hand off to Boston. Bounces left. The cuts back right. Slips the tackle. Gets down to the 15. Close to the 13-yard line.
The patience.
O'Brien on the stop.
The patience, Tim.
Yes.
That's what's so impressive about his runs tonight. He's patient. He's letting the blocks develop. And the line is doing a good job of sealing it. Even when he's not, he's got the vision to get around it and get back into the red zone yet again.
Down under 5 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
Here's a stat for you. Mohawk started the game 0 for 4 on third downs. They've converted their last 3 third down attempts.
Runner in the pistol. Boston behind him. One receiver left and right, a wing on the right-hand side.
5 on the play clock. They'll want it all the way down.
Hand off to Boston, goes up the gut, puts his head down and bowls forward close to the 6-yard line. Jackson Saunders on the stop. Second down and about 4 coming up here for the Warriors. You can get a first down at the 4-yard line.
Right now the clock is the main story. 4:15 remaining on a winding fourth quarter clock. The 50th battle between Laurel and Mohawk. Laurel struck first, but Mohawk weathering the storm, and eventually the way it's going here, wearing down that Laurel defense.
Rona looks over to defense. Then we get a whistle, stop and play. We got a timeout?
I think another timeout called.
I believe so.
3:54 remaining. And timeout. I think they said timeout Laurel, but I thought they pointed to Mohawk.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll confirm that. But while we have a moment, I want to give another shout out to our friends at Castle Asphalt. Castle Asphalt and Construction, they know the importance of making a good first impression. And no matter how elegant your home or office may be, while matching it with poor road surfaces can make your friends or potential clients regret making the trip. Get your free estimate at castleasphalt.com. Tim Continenz, I also want to give a shout out to LGKG because we talked about the team of the month coming up. We have another new award coming out, LGKG Athlete of the Month. We're going to have both a male and female Athlete of the Month coming up. The nominations will begin in about a week. You can put in your nominations, and then we'll have a female and male Athlete of the Month coming up throughout the entire year, courtesy of LGKG. And I'll say right now, for the most part, those are probably going to be for Team and Athlete of the Month. We're going to try to give a lot of love to some of the secondary sports. For example, Neshannock Golf is still undefeated. Jay Rona as a golfer could be potentially that you're looking at. The volleyball teams and the volleyball players, those are kind of what you might be seeing a lot of award winners. So stay tuned for that.
Second down and 3 here for the Warriors. Fake to Boston, throw in the corner. Up, yes, touchdown. Bobby Fadden makes the catch. I wasn't sure if he got his feet down or he's juggling it. I was looking for the official to make the call, and he was juggling his whistle.
Well, and I was going to say, there's no doubt he got one, but 2 feet down, actually, as the fireworks go off again over by the baseball field. There's no doubt he got 2 feet down, but did he have possession or was he bobbling it? And I think you got it exactly right there, Tim, that he did hold on to it, and put it in the end zone to make it 27-6.
And Wilkins will do the kicking chores here. Good snap and hold. The kick is up, deep, and through the uprights. With 3:49 here to play in the fourth, it's 27-6. All Warriors. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with a level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zingley Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
And another fatting kick into the end zone as the Warriors lead 23. Yeah, 28. Yes. The goalpost playing with my vision there. 28-6 lead here.
9-play, 65 yards, 5:07 off of the clock. So now it's Mohawk controlling the clock here late in the game. I was just going to say, we've seen the keys of the game kind of flip in the second half, where Mohawk controlled the ball. Yeah, you're exactly right, Tim, and that's that's kind of inherent in what Mohawk's key was of making sure they were staying balanced, and this is by far the most balanced they've been in terms of attacking both through the air and on the ground. Big shout to them.
Santini with the long pass, looking for Hill, and in and out, he drops it around the 50-yard line. He had a perfect lead to it, just couldn't quite hold on to the ball.
What a beautiful ball thrown by Santini, and Hill unfortunately sees it go right through his hands, incomplete. Right at midfield because he had a step, and again, I mean, look at this, Tim. They had only thrown 5 passes all game. They're down by 3 scores, but you're still, hey, this is what the scouting report says. Laurel's going to run the football. Hey, let's go and throw one down the field, and a dime by Santini. Unfortunately, it's just an incomplete pass. Spartans had 4 first downs on that 16-play scoring drive, Tim. They have 4 the rest of the game combined.
Hannon on the handoff. He'll gain about a yard on the play. They'll bring up 3rd down and long here for the Spartans.
And again, if you told me that Ben Hennon and Justin Boston had the same number of carries tonight,
yeah, you would.
I would have thought that was crazy enough. But then if you would have told me that Boston would have 124 versus just Hennon's 54, again, I would have said that would have been completely opposite.
If you just heard the numbers, you would say that it would have been. You would have thought that just the opposite, exactly.
Unfortunately, Hennon's hobbling himself off the field. So it looks like Nathan Hill will be the running back to the left of Santini.
And he'll tip the ball in the pitch. Hill gets the corner, and he's brought down by Bobby Fadden. Or, excuse me, that was Dante Retort.
Yeah, Retort, man. I know there's 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining, but it doesn't matter if that's at the end of the game, the beginning of the game. That sent a message because that's a play that is going to be seen on all highlight tapes for sure. You're going to check that one out on social media, and wink, wink, that might be seen on the Standout platform on Twitter and Instagram. Just keep that in mind, potentially.
Keep it in mind, exactly. 4th down and punting situation here for the Spartans. Santini kick it away here.
Late guy coming on for the Spartans, and they're not going to get him on in time. Another Project Insurance timeout. Tim, we're going to step aside one more time here as well at lcsportsnet.com.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
2:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Santini to punt the ball away.
I'm glad you knew there was 2:10 remaining. There we go.
I have an internal clock.
That's impressive.
There we got flags down. We're going to redo this one.
It was 4th and 6. They did the hard count, and, why not? Again, a chance to practice it. This is almost like a scrimmage for the last 2:10. Give a chance to try something, and you got the Mohawk defense to bite.
Well, question is, do you bring the offense back in for a short down situation?
Why not?
Why not? I mean, you get it on film, something to review.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here.
I think so. They're going to.
I mean, unless they want to. I mean, you could also say you don't want to put a fake punt on film, but 4th and 1, I'm surprised that they're not saying, hey, let's go for it.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll try the hard count again, see if they can get him.
And get the snap off and the running kick. A nice line drive kick could be fielded by Fadden at the 40 to the 50. Cuts it back down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, retort again on that return.
Oh, retort, excuse me.
3 and 9 do play with you with these Mohawk jerseys. It shouldn't be, but it does, and it keeps on getting us. So apologize to Mr. Retort. Made a couple of nice plays.
He made some nice. They've all had a great game. There's no question about it. 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Mohawk 45 yards away from pay dirt one more time. We may see more Justin Boston on this drive. Jay Rona at quarterback. He's in the pistol. Hand off to Boston. Boston's going to be caught in the backfield. He'll lose a couple on the play.
Just getting a report in.
O'Brien making the defense.
The Shenango game is stuck in a delay, or was about 15 minutes ago. Not sure what that delay was about. We'll get more information on that one. Trying to get you some other score updates. Cornell currently leading Union 18-14. Neshannock leading 35-12 late in that one.
Got 190 seconds here to play in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, one of the few negative plays we've seen tonight for this Mohawk team.
Dante Retort is receiver out to the left. Jay Rona on 2nd down and long. Clock down to 3 seconds. They'll snap it, give it to Boston. He'll move it upfield. Oh,
is that
actually 26 list? 26 list, yes.
Gain of 4 for Sam List, excuse me.
Third down and 8 coming up here for Mohawk. We're down under a minute here to play.
And likely just one more minute. We'll have our Tri-County Principals post-game show here to recap this one. We'll try to get you some final scores from around the county and beyond.
They probably were just down to 16 seconds on the play clock. Just breaking the huddle now.
And I think it is going to be victory formation here for the Warriors. 28 unanswered points tonight, Tim.
Jay Run underneath center, takes the snap, takes the knee, and that will do it. They won't have to snap it again, as their Warriors will come away with a 28-6 victory here at home against the Laurel Spartans. And an impressive outing, trailed 6-0 early in the second quarter, but from that point on, they put on 28 unanswered points as the Warriors go on to tonight's victory to improve to 2-1 on the season, while the Spartans fall to 1-2. Let's take a timeout. You're watching LC SportsNet, powered by CAP.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of their locations in Zingley Opal or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
After 2 shoulder surgeries, my doctor wanted me to go to his physical therapy, which was out of town, and I chose Washington Center Physical Therapy.
The availability is absolutely amazing. When we call to get an athlete in, we get them in the exact same day.
I see many patients preoperatively for orthopedic surgeries. Those patients who use Washington Center have the best outcomes.
The bottom line is Washington Center Physical Therapy is your best choice for physical therapy.
Call us at Washington Center Physical Therapy, serving the community for over 20 years.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
And welcome back to our Tri-County Principals post-game show here from Bessemer as the Mohawk Warriors come away with a 28-6 victory over the Laurel Spartans here tonight. And a game where we've seen Laurel go on a very impressive late first quarter drive, capping it off in the second quarter after 8 minutes and 25 seconds, 16-play drive to take the lead 6-0. But from that point on, it was kind of looked like Laurel was going to control the game on the ground and did it, but they fumbled the ball late in the second quarter as with 34 seconds to play in the quarter, it didn't take long for Mohawk to strike as they got on the scoreboard and point after gave them the lead going into halftime. And in the second half, kind of the script flipped where the Warriors controlled the ball, either running the ball with Boston or a controlled passing game with Jay Rona. And it was an impressive second half as they went on to a 28-6 victory here tonight.
Yeah, and again, when they flipped the script in that, in the third quarter and fourth quarter especially, I think it made the difference. You got the turnover, though, late in the first half, Tim. And
that really changed the game.
Yeah, it really did. And that could also be, we were discussing in our break what our play of the game was going to be. That's a big nominee because that changed the tide completely as Mohawk was really not getting much offense at all. In fact, they're being 2-1 outplayed in terms of plays from scrimmage, but in the end, they ended up running more plays tonight than Laurel, which I did not expect to see that as things were playing along either. So big shout out to Coach McCutcheon and the staff. Stuck with the game plan. Let the big dog eat. Justin Boston, what an incredible evening he had tonight. I'll give you the numbers before Tim gives the read. 3 receptions for 64 yards to go along with his 22 carries for 122 yards and a touchdown. He also had a fourth down tackle for loss on defense and that forced fumble to set up the offense in the red zone. Justin Boston is your MVP Insurance game MVP.
Yeah, what a shock. What a great performance there by Justin Boston tonight. MVP Insurance is proud to present the MVP of the Game Award to Justin Boston of Mohawk. MVP Insurance and the Lawrence County SportsNet are proud to honor Justin tonight as the MVP of the game, and he will receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's MVP of the game. To view a full list of this year's game's MVP, go online to lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP, and click on MVP of the game. Congratulations to Justin Boston for being tonight's MVP of the game. MVP Insurance. Call MVP for the win.
Play of the game, Tim. A lot of different options. That nomination for sure on the fumble. The huge hit at the end from Dante Retort has to be one that's considered as well, for sure. But the play action, just the design of the play, the insurance touchdown to A.J. Verdi is one that just kind of stuck out as just a well-designed play. Talk through that one real quick.
It was just a beautiful little, like you said, misdirection. He just came across from the right side to the left, and Verdi was open, and he caught him at the 1 yard line and just kind of rolled right into the end zone, and that gave the lead to Mohawk. And from that point on, they just really were able to dominate tonight's second half, and that was really a major game changer in the game. And congratulations to A.J. Verdi for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game
Maley
Award.
Chiropractic proud to present that Play of the Game Award to Mohawk's A.J. Verdi. He will also receive a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for tonight's Play of the Game. And you can view tonight's Play of the Chiropractic Play of the Game and the full list of our season's top plays by going to lcsportsnet.com. Click on Play of the Game. Congratulations again, A.J. Verdi, our Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Mohawk now at 2-1. They start conference play next week at Riverside, who, by the way, is leading now 19-18 over Shenango. That game had a long delay in the third quarter. That's still midway through the third. You can go switch on over now to watch the conclusion of that one. If you're listening on your way home or if you're watching at home, go check out the conclusion of that one from Frank Bongivengo Field. The Laurel Spartans, one more non-section game against Berlin Brothers Valley coming up next week before they start conference play against Union at home in 2 weeks. You see the other scores going across the bottom line, and right there, Wilmington against Mercer tomorrow at Greyhound Stadium. Lee Moan, Jay Moan will be on the call for that one tomorrow as the Greyhounds take on the Mustangs in non-region play. So an extra game for us up in D10 land. As for next week, Tim, well, let's see what's going on. We'll be up in Wilmington for volleyball on Wednesday against the Scotties, a non-section, non-region match there. And then on Friday night, we will have a pair of games. We will be in Lancerville as the Lancers take on Western Beaver in conference play opener for the MAC Conference. And then we'll see on the other one. We might be up in Wilmington. We might be going to that Mohawk Riverside game.
For more information.
Yeah, so stay tuned on social media. Speaking of social media, shout out to Tweety Bird out there. Katie Walls are giving us all those score updates throughout the course of the evening, getting all the updates on Twitter, X, excuse me.
Yes, yeah. Whatever.
I'll get that eventually. Big thanks to them. Big thanks to everybody here at Mohawk. Matt Laporta, the new athletic director here. Kevin Rona, always so hospitable to us. I mean, even got us a table because yours truly was so forgetful in doing so. And, of course, special thanks to the young men doing the hard work. That's Mr. Logan and Spencer work. Helping us out because we were short-staffed this week, Tim, but we were able to get everything fully done. And, of course, now we get to have the close-up on Mr. Continental.
Courtesy of my nephews who came over to help us out here tonight. As my thanks to both Spencer and Logan work for all they done tonight. And, of course, to my partner, James Dotson, who makes this show run each and every week. Not only is he one of the best analysts and play-by-play guys around, he's the multi-talented producer here tonight, too.
Oh, I appreciate that, Tim, and I'm going to sleep well tonight. We'll just leave it at that.
All right, we're going to wrap it up here from Bessemer as the Warriors come away with 28-6 victory over the Spartans from Laurel. For James Dotson, Spencer Work, Logan Work, I'm Tim Continenza wishing you a wonderful good evening, everybody.